Trading is a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading.
Welcome to the TP Masterclass. On behalf of Cliff Cheqona and the entire TP family, we're honored to have you here. You didn't just join a live session. You stepped into a transformational experience designed to help you master your mind, align your emotions, and trade with clarity and conviction. We'll be starting shortly. In the meantime, settle in and prepare your notepad. Like the stream, subscribe if you haven't already. And most importantly, invite someone who needs this. Because around here, we don't just trade, we transform. Let's get started soon.
Trading is a mind game, is a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Is a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Is a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Is a mind game.
What is the TP family, and how do you become part of it? Don't worry, if you're watching this, you're already part of the TP family. Now, before you ask, no, it's not take profit. That's the first thing traders think, right? TP stands for trading psychology. When Cliff Cheqona created this community, he didn't want to make it all about himself. He wanted to create a space for traders built around a simple truth. Most traders lose because their mindset isn't ready for success. So what's the TP family? It's not a company. It's not an organization. It's a movement of traders who are done chasing shortcuts, done trading emotionally, and done feeling like they're alone in this journey. Now, let me be clear. We're not here to build another Telegram or Discord group. You don't need more chats or endless notifications. All you have to do is follow our content on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. That's where we deliver everything. Masterclasses, podcast clips, mindset tips, and even those hard truths no one else will tell you about trading. Our vision for 2025 is simple: education. We teach traders what really matters, not just strategies, but the mindset behind them. Through our TP Masterclass, podcasts, and content, we make sure traders know how to manage themselves first. Community. The TP family is all about connection, but instead of chat rooms, we meet through meaningful content that actually helps you grow. Tools. We're creating journals, simulations, and practical resources to help you track your progress and improve your trading behavior. The TP family is here to change the way traders think forever. We're not about quick wins. We're about creating strong, resilient, unstoppable traders. Welcome to the movement. Let's make 2025 the year you fix your mind and fix your trading. What is
Is a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Is a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Is a mind game.
Hi TP family, welcome back to another masterclass for the TP Masterclass. I'm Tennyson Shells, and I just want to start by showing some love to everyone for always just joining us every single weekend on a Saturday, because we all know a lot of people go to events on Saturdays, but you guys always chooses to come here to join us on the TP Masterclass. And I just want to say we truly appreciate the time and effort that you come here every single day with, to listen to us, to take notes, to learn from what we have to share. And I just really appreciate you guys. So thank you so much for joining us. And also, if you are joining today from either Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya, Uganda, UK, US, you guys are always locked in, and I just want to thank you guys once again. So if you are from any of these countries, just say so in the live chat, and then when I come back during the stream, I will give you guys a shout out. And also, if you are a first timer coming on the stream for the first time, I just want to say a big welcome to you, because it's not easy coming here for the first time, trying to understand what we truly do here during the TP Masterclass. So yeah, big welcome. And this is not just a class, this is a family, and we are very glad that you found us to join us today. So thank you so much for finding us to be part of the transformation that we are building here. And also, because you're also new, I want you to go on our YouTube channel, and then I want you to click into the playlist, and then you should see the TP Masterclass playlist. And the first video I would want you to watch is the video titled "What is Really Trading Psychology?" as this episode will help you understand why we are doing this and what this community is really about. Because we don't just talk about charts, we deal with the mindset behind the trade. So yes, so that is a quick little announcement for all the first timers that are joining us today. So yes, make sure that you really check out the "What is Really Trading Psychology" episode that we had here during the TP Masterclass. And yeah, and another thing that we also do here, from Monday to Friday, we post what we call the TP declarations, where it's not just a picture, but it's a picture with a few powerful words written on it. So when you see it, please make sure you do not scroll past it. You pause, and then you read it out loud. You follow the instructions that we have laid out, and then you read it out loud. Okay, so you have to speak it over your day. You have to let it enter your system, and you have to believe that it is truly transforming your mind. So before you go onto the market, you need to enter with the right mindset, and this declaration will help you align yourself with the day-to-day market that happens on the financial market. So I want us to just take a few minutes to really just breathe in. Let us practice the 478 method of breathing in to remove every distraction from our environment. Make sure that you grab your notebook or your journal, as this moment is for you and you alone. So I don't want you to just watch us. I want you to participate and write down anything that you might hear today. You never know what you will learn today. And I just want you to grab your notebook and your journal and just jot everything down that strikes you, that transforms you, that gives you that light bulb moment, like, oh, the aha moment. Yeah, so just make sure you remove every distraction from you, and then participate, write down notes, and let it transform your mind, because fix your mind to fix your trading. So another one last note before I leave for now. I just want to give a quick reminder, but this is a very serious reminder, as this space is built for healing, clarity, and truth. And if anyone in the comments is trolling, spamming, or distracting others, I will quietly remove you from the stream. It's not anything personal. It's just about protecting the atmosphere that we have truly built here during the TP Masterclass. And I would want you to respect us enough and not disrespect the atmosphere. So if you have anything negative to say, just keep it to yourself and wait till the end of the live stream. Maybe by then you wouldn't feel that same way again. So yeah, just let us respect ourselves because we are here for our future and we are here to transform our minds. So be respectful. Without any further talking, I'm just going to hand over to the next segment and then yeah, we will take it from there. Thank you guys and stay tuned for more.
It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading.
Hello, wonderful people out there. If you can hear me loud and clear, just like every other week, just give me some ones in the comment section so that I can see that you can actually hear me. If you can hear me loud and clear, give me some ones in the comment section. Just some ones in the comment section. Great. Thank you so much, Nelson. I really appreciate that. Hello, everyone. Every single person on the live session right now. I am Emmanuel Napo Ado, popularly known in the trading space as Kema Trades, and I welcome you to another segment of the TP Masterclass. It has been back-to-back knowledge sharing, impact for people, the kind of messages that we get on a weekly basis. You might be here and you might be thinking that, hey, why are they going all the way back to the beginner session? Why are they talking about this and then that? But trust me, there are some people in here who really need the knowledge that we are actually sharing. I told you last week that from the onset, I was like, why do I have to go all the way to the foundational level to teach the foundational level? But I realized that there are so many people in here who are actually beginners and they need a foundation. And it's not just about that. Even pro traders have messaged me and told me that, bro, when we came into the market, we thought that straight away, what we needed was a strategy. But you have shown us that it is very important for us to revisit the foundational knowledge, for us to be able to be well abreast about risk to reward management rules, and then be able to actually trade. Because I said last week, and I'll say it again, if you lose your trading account, it is your fault. You are the one, because as a Forex trader, you have a total control of every single thing that you do on the market, even to the point where how much you are risking on your capital at a particular point in time on each trade, you are the one who determines it. So all you need to do is to be able to have an understanding of what we are doing, and trust me, you would be good, right? Okay, so let's go in there. Today we are not having the book segment, but shout out to Willis, wherever you are today. He had some important engagement to attend to. First of all, I want to thank the Almighty Lord God for bringing us all here. We have life, and therefore, like it means that we have opportunity to move forward and then keep breaking and then, like shattering the goals that we have set for ourselves. Then I want to thank the TP Masterclass team, Clifford Cheqona, wherever you are. Thank you so much for this initiative. And then also thank you, Shells, for constantly being here to introduce our individuals to us. It's always a pleasure to see you do this, right? So this week, because Willis is not around, let me just bring this in before I go in there. So this week I was actually wrapping up a book of about 480 pages. If you have ever heard of a book called The New Market Wizard. So this writer wrote a book called The Market Wizards. And then now he wrote another book, called The New Market Wizards, right? And I wrap up that book. And at the end of the book, he basically stated that, okay, so after interviewing, so the book is about interviewing of traders. So the traders of the old, like George Soros, Stanley Druckenmiller, Andrew Krieger, Jesse Livermore, and then all, right? And then now coming into the interviewing of new traders in this particular timeline like Robert Krause and all, right? So then he said, after everything is said and done, one of the things that he realized is every trader that he interviewed had a way of approaching the market, a unique way, a proprietary strategy that is tailored to their personality, right? But then he realized that there are components that come along in every single trader's, like lifeline. Every single trader, there are simple principles that is outlined in every one of them. And devoid of the fact that they all have different systems, these things were actually, like spot on. Every trader who he interviewed, they are talking about it. And then basically they just mentioned that this and this and that. So he penned down those things. And interestingly, I've gathered those information. And next week, I'm going to be sharing that. It's going to be really interesting because next week we are starting intermediary, right? But today we are continuing with our beginner session. In fact, we are wrapping up the beginner session. We are going to be doing setting up to trade, right? And so today I'm going to be sharing with you a slide, just like I have been doing from time to time. So if Barnes is ready, you can bring up the slide and then we can continue. All righty. So this is what I'm going to be sharing with you today, setting up to trade. This is the PC version. Later on, we will be able to talk about the phone version as well. So how to operate the apps that are being used in trading on your phone, right? But let's start with the PC version, right? So setting up to trade, we are going to be explaining how to customize your chart, opening trade, closing trades, market watch, downloading MT4, setting stops and then TP, right? You remember we talked last week or last 2 weeks about setting stop losses and take profit, what they are and all, but we are going into the technical bit where we would actually be looking at how to set them on your MetaTrader, right? And then we are also going to be talking about trailing stop, taking partials, profits, and then like taking signals as well. So let's get in on that. The first area that I'm going to be talking about is chart customization. So selecting pairs and trading begins. So we are going to talk about chart customization, selecting your pairs, and then next thing is trading actually begins. So when you come onto the chart, this is how you are going to be seeing the chart first when you download. So first of all, you need to register with a broker. The broker stands as an intermediary. We have a whole session on brokerage and how exactly they operate. So once you have been able to register with a broker, now your duty is to fund your account with a broker. And then after you have been able to fund your account with the broker now gives you the wherewithal to be able to trade on the market. But you can't trade on the brokerage. But in fact, some of the brokers have been able to give us the opportunity to be able to trade right from their platforms. But what you realize is most of us, generally, forex traders or many of like financial market traders, actually go the way to use the MetaTrader. So the MetaTrader is an app that we basically use for trading, and that is the most popular trading app that there is. There are other trading apps that individuals use, like the C Trader, the D Trader, the M Trader, and then all, right? But the MetaTrader is the most advantageous and is the most like worldwide used, right? We have MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5. They both have that similarities. In fact, the MetaTrader 5 is an upgrade of the MetaTrader 4. So it carries everything that the MetaTrader 4 has, and then and then some. So when you come to, or when I use the MetaTrader 5 to teach, basically I talk about the fact that it encompasses everything that MetaTrader 4 used to have, or MetaTrader 4 still has, right? So chart customization, first of all, this is how you're going to be seeing the chart. Black background, grid. Grid means the lines, crisscross lines that you're seeing, and then that green, thingy that you're seeing up and down. That green thingy you're seeing up and down is the price movement. That is the price representation or the graphical representation of the price of the asset that you are looking at on the chart at that particular moment. So in this scenario, what we are looking at is USD MXN. So those who don't know MXN simply is the Mexican peso, right? So it means that USD as a base currency and the Mexican peso as the code currency. So now let's delve in there and then customize our chart. So when you come to chart customization, there are two main areas that you can find. We have the colors area, and then we have the common area. The colors area simply means that you are handling the color bit of it, right? you are handling how it should look like, the outlook of it, right? Then we basically move on to the common area of it. So what I'll basically say is the colors area, it depends on every individual and their preference, however you want to change those colors. So you see some people have green and red, you see some people have blue and black, gray background. Everything is your perspective. How it will make you feel comfortable is what you basically use on the market. So when you come to the colors area, you can see that we have background, which is black, of course, black background. So you can change the background to the color that you are looking forward to use on the market. Then you can use the foreground. If you are using the black as your background, what do you want this particular writings at this particular area where I'm showing the mouse? What do you want those areas to show? I hope you understand. And then we move on to grid, right? So the grid is the crisscross lines that you are seeing on here. Now the grid also affects the current price level. So it is very, very important for you to set the grid on the PC, but then you can take it off later once you are done with it. So you don't necessarily say grid should go off or not, no color for the grid. You should have a color for the grid, because when you're looking at current price point, it is the grid line or the color that you choose for the grid that is actually going to be showing at a particular area. We have bar up and bar down, which is basically signifying your wicks on the market. We will talk about candlestick patterns and formation in subsequent sessions, and then you will be able to understand what the wicks are. But basically, beginner level, wicks are areas or price points that market was able to reach, but did not necessarily close there, right? It was able to hit that target, but did not close there. It came to close at a different area. So for market to be able to show you that if price was able to hit this particular target, it has to mark that area with something. And that is what the wick represents, right, on the chart. So that's just a beginner understanding of what the wicks are. When we get to the anatomy of candlesticks, we would be able to talk more about the wick representation. So the bar up and bar down basically signify the wick. So you're going to change those colors as well. Then we come to bull candle. How do you want your candles that are pushing towards the upside to look? You remember bulls and bears when we were doing market terminologies. So bear candles. How do you want the candles that are coming towards the downside, or when price is dropping towards the downside? How do you want the representation to be in? What color should it be in? So that is what that area signifies. Then we talk about the line graph, right? And then we talk about the bar chart. There are certain times when you want to move away from one graphical representation to the next. For instance, you're moving from candlestick patterns and formations to line chart. So you need to be able to set a color for the line chart, and that color that you set for that line graph is what you see when you move from one graphical representation into the other, just so that you can be able to represent something or view something from that area. Then we have the volume. Usually we have the volume. You can see around this particular area where I'm having this mouse hovering, you can see that we have this area that is showing forth some representations of price pushing towards the upside. The volume is basically showing you how much of purchasing power was in the market at a particular point in time relative to another point in time. So you realize that at certain point in time we have a high volume. So you realize that there's a lot of reactions around that area. And at other times, there's very, very low volume. So you realize that market is actually declining in volume around that particular area. But on the charts, I usually don't like seeing my volume, or I don't want that representation for anything at all. So I just take it off of the market. But then again, you should definitely set the color for that. Then we have the ask line and then the bid line as well. When we talk about the ask and then the bid, we are talking about quotations, right? Price quotations. When you walk into a forex bureau, and then you say, hey, I want to change, dollars. For instance, if you are in my country, Ghana, and you say, hey, I want to exchange dollars, they're going to ask you, are you buying or selling, right? Now we have the buying price and we have the selling price. And the difference between the buying price and the selling price is what we call the spread. The spread is what goes into the pocket of the broker. That's the charge for the broker, or the one making the exchange for you. So in this particular scenario, that is the charge that goes to the broker. Now, there is a line that represents the bid, and then there's a line that represents the ask. Or in other words, there's a line that represents the buy price, and then there's a line that represents the sell price. So those two lines on the chart represent the price movement. So whenever price is moving, you see there's always that either green and red line together that are constantly moving on the chart. And the difference between those those two lines is what we call the spread. So when it is opened wide, it means that spread on the market is currently very, very expensive, because you can actually measure in pips the spread from that one line to the next and be able to know how much market or the broker is charging currently for a spread when I enter this particular trade at this particular moment. And usually when you go to the Asian session, you realize that those two lines have been separated so huge. It means that during that Asian session, when you place that particular trade on the market, if it is a sell, there's an area that is going to be. If it's a buy, there's an area that is going to be. And if price, or you place that trade within that time, it means price needs to be able to cover that whole space. So sometimes one of the lines will be able to cross your entry point, but because the other one has not crossed yet, you will still be in a loss because you have not paid for the entire spread just yet. You have to pay for the entire spread before you start seeing profits in the market. I hope you understand. So some of these things, when you're able to understand them, it helps you a lot. So that's the ask line. Then we have the stop level. What colors do you want your stop loss and then take profit to be in? So you can set that as well. So once you are done with that, then now you can come to the common area. The common area talks about what chart representation do you want to see. So over here, you can see that we have bar chart, candlestick, and then line chart. If I want to have candlesticks, I need to be able to move from bar chart and come to candlestick. It means I have to tick the candlestick area so that it is the chart representation that I'll be looking at from then on, right? Now, it says over here, show OHLC. OHLC is basically talking about the candles. Open, high, low, and close. That is basically the initials for them. Open, high, low, and close. OHLC. Right, basically talking about candlesticks. So it's basically talking about the fact that should the values of candles be shown on a particular time frame around a particular area. And if you click yes, usually you see it somewhere around this area where we would have these figures outlined on here at the top next to the name of the particular pair that you are representing on the chart at that particular moment, right? Then they ask you, do you want to show ask line? Yes, of course. I want to be able to see the ask line as much as the bid price as well, or the bid line as well. I want to be able to see or show period separators. That is if you want period separators. Period separators basically would mean that there are going to be lines that are going to be demarcating if indeed there's one day from the other. So it will differentiate that this day has ended and we have entered the next day. Or you can take it off and you basically see the whole chart as one big, market space where price is relatively running up and down without any breakages coming in there. And then the interesting thing is there are also indicators that come along. Later in future, we'll talk about indicators, because the misconception about indicators is that it's only about lines and moving average and things that would help you for executions and all. But that is not the case. Indicator is simply something that helps you to indicate something, or something that indicates a particular thing. So an indicator could just basically be a period separator that indicates that the end of the day has come and a new day has opened. And some of us should be able to have this deeper understanding of how market works, and you realize that you'll be free. So do I use indicators? Yes, I use indicators, but it might not necessarily be the indicators that you are thinking about, like the moving averages and then all, right? Then do you want to show grid? So basically you go through all of this area, right? It is all this comes up when you just click on right click, or when you're using a MacBook, you just double tap with your two fingers, and you're just going to be having the menu. And the menu here, you come all the way down to the final bit, which is the properties, and that is what will open this space. Now, when it opens, it doesn't come two like this. It comes only one. But because of the slide and then the fact that I wanted to show it to you, made the colors area, and then also took a screenshot of the common area so that I could juxtapose the two together and then help you to be able to see the contrast between the two. So let's move on. So now, once we are done with this particular area, it's going to look something like this. So this is my chart on MT5 that has been customized. And this is how it looks. I took a gray background, and you can see over here, a gray or light slate gray background. A foreground is black, which means that the writing that I'm going to be seeing on here, that the scale is going to represent, the price point is going to be written in black. I'm going to have a grid line which is black, which is basically showing this particular green line that is going across the screen, that is showing the current price level on the market, right? Then we are going to talk about the bar up and bar down, which is all black. So you can see the wicks up and down is all black. We have the bull candle being black, which means all pushed towards the upside are going to be shown in black candles, but all pushed towards the downside are going to be shown in what? In red candles. We have line graph, we have volume, we have ask line, and then we have what? The stop levels all set. Now that my chart has been customized, the next thing for me to do is to move into the next area, which is selecting pairs. Now, how do I actually select pairs on the market? It's simple. You come to the top of the area where the menu is. We call this the menu bar or the menu toolbar, right? So now you take what we call market watch. Now the market watch has a symbol of one green arrow going towards the upside and one green arrow coming towards the downside, which once you click is going to open up this area. Now it will not necessarily open up the area and you will see all the currency pairs that you can trade, listed there. You would have to click on the area and click on show all. And that is when all currencies, all pairs that you can trade, all assets that you can actually trade in this particular market on that particular broker that you have chosen to trade with at a particular point in time, all these assets will show on here. Then now out of the lot, you can, because of course you cannot trade everything that is listed here, from Euro USD to GBP USD to USD CHF and on and on and on, right? So you have to select a few that you can actually trade or you would like to trade on the market. And once you are selecting, this is what happens. Once you drag a pair from here or an asset from here and you put it on the area that you have already customized, that particular asset comes to replace whatever was there. So you remember that the chart that we were customizing was USD MXN. But now that I pick Euro USD and place it on the background, instantly it changes from USD Mexican peso to what? Euro USD. So what you have to do is to be able to detach that particular chart from the area. And now whatever you drag comes to the background. So it means that now you are adding on new pairs to the ones that you already have. So whatever you add, it comes to what? It comes to join what is already there. And when it comes as a new chart representation, just like you have opened the place first. So what you do is you would have to be able to save what we call the template, right? So when we go back, when I take you back to this area, you realize that right-clicking on the screen brings this area, and that is what we call a template, right? You can see the template on there. Now, that template that we see there means that you are going to be saving that particular template after you have created or you have customized your chart. So you save the template and you call it whatever you want to have it, right? Now, when you pull or drag a new pair and put it on the surface area, you can come and then what? Basically double tap on that area. And when it opens, you will just what? Tap on template and choose the name that you chose or you used as your template name. And it will change this and bring that particular template that you have already created. So you don't have to go through the whole process of creating or customizing that particular chart any longer. Once you have one chart customization, that is it. But if you have not saved it, then it means you have to go back and save it before you can actually use it on this area. So all the pairs, you can select as many as 20 pairs, 30 pairs. Nobody cares how many pairs you are going to trade, but we advise that you should be able to trade at least 3 or 4 pairs in the market, just so that you can have a peace of mind and be able to have clarity in the market and not miss out on so many moves whereby you analyze a particular chart and by the time you realize or go back to that chart again afterward, visiting other multiple charts that you have, that particular trade that you were looking forward to or that particular entry you were looking forward to has already come and bypassed on the market. So you need to be very, very mindful about that, right? So now let's go back. After we have selected the pairs, now it means that we are going onto an area where we will be able to trade the market, right? So now, if we are going to be trading the market, then this is how it's actually going to look like. You are going to come to the menu bar at the top of this area, and you are going to see new order. So whenever you click on new order, what happens is it brings this particular box area to your screen, which means you are about to enter a trade on the market. So now you have to go through the process of choosing what pair you are looking to trade on the market, what is the lot size you are going to be setting, what is the stop loss for that particular trade that you're about to set, what is the take profit for that particular trade. Let's say you have been given a signal by someone, or like some guru somewhere has given a signal, and you want to place it on the PC, or you want to place it on your MetaTrader on your PC, which means you just come, you click on new order, And then you basically make sure that the symbol, which is the pair that you are looking to trade or the assets that you are looking to trade, is the exact name of the symbol that you have here. Then you have the volume around this area. Make sure it is the right volume, because we have had instances where we were about to place a particular trade on the market and the volume that we were supposed to use wasn't the volume that was stated there, but we overlooked it and we actually placed the entry. It happened to me just about 3 months ago when I was actually placing a trade on an account that had been given to me, right? That for me to be able to manage. And guess what? I just came in on the market and then I was about to place the trade. Now I have multiple accounts of my own. So this added account basically wasn't, up to that particular magnitude of the account size. And guess what happened? I did not take a look at the volume because there was actually a planned out way of what trading this particular account with a volume size. So I just had to change the volume size to what I had in my books for this particular account. But because I just switched from one area and then went to the next, all I had to do was what? Click on this, go to the volume, go to the symbol area, make sure the symbol is right, set my stop loss, set my take profit, and guess what? Make sure it's on market execution, and then I place the trade. Only for me to realize that instead of me trying to place 0.05 as an example, right, I had actually placed 0.5 on that particular account, which was not supposed to be so. So what did I do? I thought as fast as possible, and being a professional that I am, I cut that trade instantly. Now guess what another individual would do? Oh, I've made a mistake. Okay, you know what? Let me wait for it to come into profit before I actually close that trade. And what it basically means that you can have the best of best strategies in the market, but there is something that you need to add on. You need to be able to think on your feet as a trader. And that is one of the things that is going to help you as a trader go through as long as you are on this particular market, right? So make sure that the volume is actually the right one that you're looking. Make sure you are setting the stop loss right. Make sure you are setting the take profit right. Sometimes the gurus will give you take profit 1, take profit 2, and take profit 3. What it basically means is that you are supposed to choose one. And that one that you're supposed to choose is supposed to be tailored to your satisfaction. So someone will choose TP1 because they are looking for 1:1 risk to reward and they are done on the market. Another individual would say, hey, you know what? My take profit is take profit 2. So whenever that individual drops the trade, I'm going to take profit 2. Whether market hits TP1 and reverses and hits stop loss as an individual, you have to be able to stay in the trade or try as much as possible to learn the ways of managing that particular trade. So you say, if market should hit TP2, then I'm looking to trade, or if market should hit TP1, which is 1:1, I'm looking to throw my SL and bring it to entry so that if market should reverse and come all the way back towards the downside, at least it's going to take me out on break even and it's going to look like I didn't pick the trade in the first place. How we get it? And if market should hit TP1 and after that just continue to TP2, then it means I got my profit that I was looking for in the market. And if you are looking for TP3 in the market, then you also set parameters along like that. Okay, so TP2 hits, I drag my SL to entry, and then basically it goes on and on like that. So you learn to manage. So one of the interesting things about risk management is there are subtopics that come under risk management, right? So when we talk about risk management, think of it as a broad perspective of what? Managing risk. Then you are like, okay, what are the areas? So now you segment those areas of the risk. So now we talk about what? Trade management. There's a risk in trade management. Okay, then we talk about what? Different things like lot size management. There is like a risk in lot size management. Then you talk about things like money management. There is risk in money management. So at the end of the day, all these management areas comes under what? The total umbrella or the grand umbrella risk management. And then you learn the components of this area within that particular, draw the principles of those areas, each one. If I am managing the trade, how do I manage this particular trade? And you realize that managing that particular trade is entirely different, or the mindset that you need to manage a trade is entirely different from the mindset that you need to place a trade on the market in the first place. How we get it? And so you basically want to make sure that every one of these areas is okay. Now, the next thing is once you have been able to identify your stop loss, your take profit, set them on the market, you need to make sure that the type of what trade that you're about to pick is either a market execution. So we have two main types, market execution or pending order. Market execution simply means that, hey, I am looking to place the trade now. So when I place or when I click on buy or sell on the market, the execution should be done now, right? So if all the parameters are correct, then that trade will be placed for you now by the broker. But if the parameter is not correct, let's say you are setting a stop loss that is too close to the entry and the broker does not allow that, or maybe your stop loss figure that you stated is above, or rather a TP point that you are setting. What it means is that if you are placing a trade for a buy, you are looking for price to move up. So if price moves down, that is when you make a loss. So if you are setting stop loss, it needs to be towards the downside, a lesser figure. So if you go to set a stop loss that is a higher figure, the market will not even allow you, or the app will not even allow you to be able to place the trade. So sometimes when you click on the chart, it makes a funny sound, right? Showing you that, hey, you have something wrong. Go back in there and then make sure that whatever it is wrong. But if it is lot size that you have wrong, then probably the only thing that can save you is your leverage is too low for that lot size to be able to place. But if your leverage is high and your lot size is wrong, you place, it will go straight forward and execute for you. I hope you understand. So that's why I stated earlier on that leverage is a two-edged sword, and you should be able to know what exactly you're doing on the market before you actually move on. Right? If you're learning something up to this point, just give me a message in there. Give me a message in there. If you have any question, you can put it also in there, right? Let's see. I just finished my weekly trade review with AI. I advise more people should use it. You can input screenshots of your setups and metrics to gain great insight on your progress. Today, I'm not really talking about AI, but subsequently, I'm going to talk about, AI or inculcating AI into your trading. I did something this week that was really mind-boggling, and I actually did it with AI, right? And I'm going to delve into that area later. AI drew something very beautiful for me around trading a particular account, which is a $50,000 account. And then basically it is, I don't want to say flawless, but it is close to flawless. So now what is left is my part for me to follow that particular pattern that has been drawn so that I'll see whether it is good. So until that session comes in, I'll have a thesis for you guys later, right? So now let's go on. Let's see. Also helps to identify your weakness and things to work on, and it is a great tool for traders. Definitely, right? Thank you so much for that insight. Can someone please give me an insight on how to risk per trade as a swing trader? Chinedu, we are actually going to be talking about that in a subsequent, session, right? That has to do with swing traders and day traders. So your question would be answered, along the way, right? But I want questions around what we are basically doing now. But what it basically means is that everybody understands what we are talking about now, and I'm really happy about that. So now let's go on and then get in back on here, right? So now let's get here. Now you are ready to trade. It means that, you can place your trades on the market. You can really, do whatever you want to do on the market, and basically you get away with it. Now let's go to executions. Let's delve deeper into executions. Now, not just about executions per se, but I want to talk about pending orders, right? I want to talk about pending orders. So now, in coming into the market, we are talking about what? Pending orders. Now, it means that when I come into this area, I'm choosing a pair, which is fair enough. I'm choosing my lot size, which is fair enough. Now I come to the execution point. Instant execution, pending order. Instant execution means what? Market execution, or an execution that is going to happen now. The moment I click buy and sell, it's supposed to go through. But pending order means it is an order that I'm giving to the broker. It means certain parameters should be met before that trade is triggered for me. And there are types of the pending order that an individual should be able to know, right? So now 4 main types that I'm going to bring out on this particular session is just around this particular spot. We have the buy limit, sell limit, buy stop, and then a sell stop. Now I'm going to use a simple illustration because this is beginners. I'm going to use simple illustration to basically explain how that works. And once we are done, we'll be done for today. And then God willing, next week, these questions that have come in, because we are entering into an intermediary area where we are going to be talking about candlestick patterns and formations, chart patterns, demand and supply analysis, top-down analysis, and then all. It means that, some of these entries and exit for swing and day traders are going to come along, and we will be able to, in unity, learn something new every single day that we are on here. So now let's get into these areas. The concept of, pending orders can seem very complicated to traders. Now, the reason why I said it can seem very complicated to traders is the fact that not more traders use pending orders. In fact, a lot of traders actually know about market executions than what pending orders in the market. So when you are a signal provider, or you are a trader who is trying to give another person a signal, say, okay, buy here or buy there, or let's set pending orders for this particular area. sometimes you need to explain to the individual how exactly a pending order is set on the market before you actually allow that individual to enter the trade. Because if you just throw it out there, we are setting pending orders around this area or execute pending orders around this region and that region, and when the trade gets there, it will execute. Someone will just spend about 30 minutes doing that. And by the time you are done, market would have moved from the area where you are looking forward for that to happen and had already gone. It means that you have put that person in trouble if that person goes to enter at a different area altogether because they did not have an understanding. So we must be able to have an understanding of what pending orders are and how to set them on the market, right? So pending orders are simply trades that are yet to be triggered. They are yet to be triggered. So once a pending order is finally executed on the market, that is when it becomes a running trade. So until it is executed, it is just a pending order. It's just an order that is sitting down, that is not placed yet in the market. But the broker is waiting for the conditions that you have given to them. So in a pending order, the trader directs the broker to open a trade at a later time when certain conditions that are set by the trader are met. So the kind of conditions you set for a pending order is what would differentiate it from the other, or is what would place it under one of the four main types of pending orders. I'll be getting. So now let's get in on this. Buy limit, sell limit, buy stop, and sell stop. What are these, right? So now I'm going to just use this graphical representation to explain. And once we are done with it, basically we are done for today, right? So now let's take that this is a live chart, right, on the market, right? Okay. I'm basically going to do something, right? Okay. I hope you can still see this area, right? Let's say we have a live market around this area currently. So this is our current price level that is sitting around this area, right? Now, what that means is this is the area where price is sitting currently in the market. So market is ticking, and that is the area. So if we are going to set a pending order, let's start from what? Let's start from the limit orders. Buy limit, sell limit. Now, what we are basically saying is that if it is a sell limit, you are looking, or you are giving an order to the broker that I'm looking to sell from this particular price point. And this is the price point, right? So I'm looking to sell from this price point. Now, it would mean that market has to come to the top. So now the conditions are market should first of all push into the area, tap into the region before that trade is triggered. Now, when that trade is triggered, you would have already set your stop loss around an area because it's a sell limit that you are looking forward to. So you are looking for a sell, but you're looking for a sell at a higher price level than current price level. So that's when limit comes in. Sell limit, for that matter. You are looking for a sell, but you're looking for the sell at a higher price level. So market needs to travel into the high of that area to trigger that trade before it drops towards the downside. What does it mean? It means that if you are looking for the sell around this area and market does not go up before pushing towards the downside, what happens? That trade doesn't get triggered. If you are looking for the sell limit around this area, market comes all the way 2 pips into the area, does not tap into the area and drops towards the downside. Guess what? That trade does not get triggered. The only time when the broker triggers that trade for you is when it taps into the limit area or the price point. And now, the only way you are not going to be making a loss on this particular trade is when we tap into the region and it does not go all the way through to hit your stop loss. So let's say your stop loss, you put your stop loss around this area. By this time, you should understand the concept of stop loss and how to set them. So since we are looking for sell, it means that if price goes towards the upside, we are making loss. So you are putting an order around a particular area, telling the broker that if I am wrong, cut me out of this trade at this price level. All right. And once price does not hit that stop loss area and then basically drops towards the downside, it means you are in profit. You are in profit. All right. That is when you are in profit. So now let's move on. So that is for what? Sell limit. Now let's go to buy limit. when we talk about buy limit, what we are basically saying is we are looking to buy, but of course it is an order. And so something must be satisfied before that order is triggered. What must be satisfied? Now we have current price here. If we are looking to set a buy limit, it means that we are looking to sell at we are looking to buy at a lower price level than where price is currently. And so we need to make sure that we can wait. So we just set the pending order buy limit around that area, telling the broker that we are looking to buy around this area. So now the condition is market must be able to come into this region to trigger that trade before it what? Before it gets triggered. And if it moves towards the upside, then we are in profit. All right. And if market triggers that area and goes towards the downside, let's say we put a stop loss around this area and hits the stop loss, then we made a loss. Why? Because we were anticipating that price would move towards the upside from here, but price didn't. Price came all the way down to hit our stop loss level. I'll be getting it. That's the buy limit. So what you must understand about the limit is it is either price, which is the sell limit, is either price is above the current price level. So you are looking forward for price to come down from there. So price has to travel towards the upside to trigger it to come down. Or you are looking forward for buy limit, which means price needs to travel towards the downside from the current area to trigger it on the down and then push towards the upside. Basically, that is it for the limit. Now, how about the what? How about the stop orders? The stop orders are basically continuations. You are looking forward for a continuation towards the direction in which it is going. But with the current price that you are seeing it, you are not satisfied or fully convinced that it is going to go towards the upside. So you need price to reach a particular area for you to be able to what? Ascertain that particular movement towards the upside. And so with that being said, it means that from current price level, price is moving towards the upside. And you are saying that when you reach here, buy for me, with the idea that we will continue towards the upside. That's buy stop. And then when we come to the sell stop, you are saying that I can see price around this particular area. I'm looking for sales, but I'm not going to sell here. I'm looking for it for price to probably hit this target or break an area like this. So when it gets here, I'll actually sell. But you are giving the order to the broker that when price gets there, it should what? Trigger the trade. And when it triggers the trade, it must continue to put you in profit. So that's the what? The stop orders. How we get? So you can see that the stop order means that what? We are what? After triggering that trade, we need to go down. The buy stop means after triggering that trade, we need to go up. The sell limit means that you need to come up to trigger this. After triggering that particular sell, we have to go down. And the buy limit means that you have to trigger this for us to go up, but to do that, you have to come down first into that area for us to be able to what? Go up. So take, for instance, if you are watching what we call market structure flow. And market structure flow is basically moving in higher highs and higher lows, which is what? A forecasted overview that we usually use on our pages, right? So let's say forecasted overview, price up, price down, price up, price down, price up, right? If you are anticipating price coming towards the downside, right, you can be able to look out for areas where you think price may be able to come to in order to reject off. And these areas have names, right? And there's a reason why people actually use this area as ambush points. So they can set this particular order, which is what? A buy limit. In that, price travels all the way down, triggers that trade. They have their stop loss probably beneath that area. And once it triggers that trade and it starts pushing towards the upside as continuation, they what? They are in profit. Same way, we have price coming towards the downside like that, up and down. An individual may anticipate that, okay, so around this area, looking at this particular price action and this around this area, that is the area where I think price may come to in order to reject. So they set a limit order. What limit order are they going to be setting here? They are going to be setting sell limits because they want to see price go up first, trigger that trade and come towards the downside. Now, what about the individual who is looking to buy or sell in the direction in which price is already moving? What it basically means is when we are having price up, price down, price up, price down, that individual says, okay, I can see you coming towards the upside, but I don't trust you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the buy stop here, which means that once you have been able to travel all the way here, broken structure from this region, now you at least you continue and go towards the upside. You get it? And that is what will put them in profit. So what will make it lose on the market? When price comes into this area, triggers that trade and starts moving towards the downside. That's when you are going to be losing that particular trade in the market. That is the idea about the pending orders in the market, at least, like the beginner level idea about it. Subsequently, we'll talk more about this. And if there are any questions that you have, you can basically bring it on board and we can talk about it now before I hand over to the next segment. So let's see. Oh, so I'm seeing, guys, you were saying that you were not seeing the screen. So basically, this is the screen that I was sharing. I don't know if you were seeing this screen. This is the screen that I was actually sharing. This is it. So my explanation was that we are at the current price level, and then we have buy stop, sell limit, buy limit. Now, basically, these areas are representing what? Other points that an individual is giving to the broker to trigger a trade. But if you give a buy stop, what it means, you are looking for continuations on the market, which means price should be able to move from the current price level, get to this area, and trigger your trade and continue to put you in profit. I hope you understand. And when price is coming towards the downside as well, sell stops are looking for continuations as well. So price should be able to come all the way down into this particular region, trigger that trade, and then move towards the downside in continuation. I'll be getting it. But when it comes to the limit orders, they are basically saying we are looking to go the opposite direction, but we think price may hit this target. So we are putting that trade around that area first. I'll be getting it. So when price moves from this current price point into this area, the sell limit, it triggers the trade, and now it turns around and then goes towards it down. That's when you are able to be in profit. So what happens when price triggers and you are starting to make a loss? It means that it triggered a sell limit and it was continuing towards the upside. That is when you make a loss. I'll be getting it. Or buy limit, price came all the way down, triggered your trade. It must go towards the upside to put you in profit. But we saw that price triggered that particular trade and started moving towards the downside. Then you are making a loss. But if you want to be able to make profit, then it means that you should be able to peg that buy limit at an area where you expect price to hit and then push towards the upside. That's basically what I was explaining in the slides, right? So, Bladen, it says repeat on the buy stop. I've actually repeated it just now. Buy stops, you are looking for continuations on the market. So what it means is current price level, you are looking for price to hit a higher target, break that particular point and continue. And then you are looking forward for price to hit a lower target and continue to the downside if it is what sell stops, right? Do we also have TP trailing? Yes. Basically, trailing simply means moving, right? Moving. So when we say you are trailing your stop, it means you are moving your stop loss. So what it means is the price point that you actually set your stop loss. If you are looking to trail stop loss, then it means you are moving the stop loss from that price level and bringing it into a different price. So for instance, an individual might have a profit, of target of TP2, right? Let's say TP1 is 50 pips, TP2 is 100 pips. So once price moves from TP1, you throw your SL to entry, meaning that you move the SL from the price point where it actually is, the rest point, and bring it to your entry price level, or sometimes a little above the entry price level. That is what we call a risk-free trade now, because even if price returns from the profit in which it's already in, it comes all the way back to hit you at entry. And it's basically like you did not place that trade in the first place. How do you get it? Next question, it says, Kema, you trading in Bitcoins? if you are trying to ask if I trade Bitcoin, no, I do not trade Bitcoin. It's not one of the assets that I trade. I basically trade gold, ultimately trade gold, and then sometimes I bring on board GBP, USD. Thank you so much, everybody. It's already 6 p.m. I am going to be looking forward for more questions from you in the pre-recorded video that is going to be on Clifford Cheqona page. Go in there, rewatch the video, and come back with all your questions. And I'm going to go through that particular questions and answer them for you on the next segment. Thank you so much once again. I am giving it up to Clifford Cheqona. Salutes to you all. Have a wonderful weekend.
It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading.
What is the TP family and how do you become part of it? Don't worry. If you're watching this, you're already part of the TP family. Now, before you ask, no, it's not take profit. That's the first thing traders think, right? TP stands for trading psychology. When Cliff Cheqona created this community, he didn't want to make it all about himself. He wanted to create a space for traders built around a simple truth. Most traders lose because their mindset isn't ready for success. So what's the TP family? It's not a company. It's not an organization. It's a movement. A movement of traders who are done chasing shortcuts, done trading emotionally, and done feeling like they're alone in this journey. Now, let me be clear. We're not here to build another Telegram or Discord group. You don't need more chats or endless notifications. All you have to do is follow our content on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. That's where we deliver everything. Masterclasses, podcast clips, mindset tips, and even those hard truths no one else will tell you about trading. Our vision for 2025 is simple. Education. We teach traders what really matters, not just strategies, but the mindset behind them. Through our TP Masterclass, podcasts, and content, we make sure traders know how to manage themselves first. Community. The TP family is all about connection, but instead of chat rooms, we meet through meaningful content that actually helps you grow. Tools. We're creating journals, simulations, and practical resources to help you track your progress and improve your trading behavior. The TP family is here to change the way traders think forever. We're not about quick wins. We're about creating strong, resilient, unstoppable traders. Welcome to the movement. Let's make 2025 the year you fix your mind and fix your trading.
Who is Cliff Cheqona? He started talking about trading psychology when nobody else was. When the industry was silent, he raised his voice. Today, hundreds of thousands of traders are not just listening, but talking about his revolutionary style of teaching. His journey is more than trading. It's about transforming minds, overcoming fears, and achieving success. Cliff Cheqona, trader's psychologist, light speaker, and a leader. Who is Cliff Cheqona? He started talking about trading psychology when nobody else was. When the industry was silent, he raised his voice. Today, hundreds of thousands of traders are not just listening, but talking about his revolutionary style of teaching. His journey is more than trading. It's about transforming minds, overcoming fears, and achieving success. Cliff Cheqona, trader's psychologist, light speaker, and a leader.
It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game.
I think big, I dream big, I trade smart. My thoughts align with wealth, success, and abundance. I deserve success because I work for it and stay disciplined. I let it go of doubt, I let go of fear. My mind is renewed every day with wisdom and strength. I focus on solutions, not problems. I attract profitable trades and opportunities. I am a successful, focused, and profitable trader. I am unstoppable and I am victorious. I am grateful for every opportunity to trade and grow. I give thanks for my progress, my lessons, and my success. I attract prosperity and I steward it wisely. Every day, I am becoming a better trader. My trading provides freedom and abundance. I speak life, blessings, and success into my trading journey. I am grateful for the wisdom to manage risk and profit. I celebrate my growth and resilience. My heart is full of gratitude. My mind is at peace. I am prosperous in my thoughts, my trades, and my life. I think big, I dream big, I trade smart. My thoughts align with wealth, success, and abundance. I deserve success because I work for it and stay disciplined. I let it go of doubt. I let go of fear. My mind is renewed every day with wisdom and strength. I focus on solutions, not problems. I attract profitable trades and opportunities. I am a successful, focused, and profitable trader. I am unstoppable and I am victorious. I am grateful for every opportunity to trade and grow. I give thanks for my progress, my lessons, and my success. I attract prosperity and I steward it wisely. Every day, I am becoming a better trader. My trading provides freedom and abundance. I speak life, blessings, and success into my trading journey. I am grateful for the wisdom to manage risk and profit. I celebrate my growth and resilience. My heart is full of gratitude. My mind is at peace. I am prosperous in my thoughts, my trades, and my life. I think big, I dream big.
What is the TP family and how do you become part of it? Don't worry. If you're watching this, you're already part of the TP family. Now, before you ask, no, it's not take profit. That's the first thing traders think, right? TP stands for trading psychology. When Cliff Cheqona created this community, he didn't want to make it all about himself. He wanted to create a space for traders built around a simple truth. Most traders lose because their mindset isn't ready for success. So what's the TP family? It's not a company. It's not an organization. It's a movement of traders who are done chasing shortcuts, done trading emotionally, and done feeling like they're alone in this journey. Now, let me be clear. We're not here to build another Telegram or Discord group. You don't need more chats or endless notifications. All you have to do is follow our content on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. That's where we deliver everything. Masterclasses, podcast clips, mindset tips, and even those hard truths no one else will tell you about trading. Our vision for 2025 is simple. Education. We teach traders what really matters, not just strategies, but the mindset behind them. Through our TP Masterclass, podcasts, and content, we make sure traders know how to manage themselves first. Community. The TP family is all about connection, but instead of chat rooms, we meet through meaningful content that actually helps you grow. Tools. We're creating journals, simulations, and practical resources to help you track your progress and improve your trading behavior. The TP family is here to change the way traders think forever. We're not about quick wins. We're about creating strong, resilient, unstoppable traders. Welcome to the movement. Let's make 2025 the year you fix your mind and fix your trading.
All right, can you guys hear me loud and clear? Just let me know. Drop some number ones in the chat for me. How are you doing, TP family? You good? Today I'm gonna try my best and use at least I'm gonna try to use 2 minutes to just look into the comment and just mention people by name. I just really want to say hi to you guys. John Wemmer, where have you been? It's been a while. I saw your name in the Gideon Dong. How you doing? Malak, hi. How are you doing? Nelson, how you doing? Omega, how are you doing? Prashant, how you doing? Promise, how you doing? Tola, how you doing? Maki, how you doing? I hope you guys are doing well. Nice to meet you all. Nice to meet you all. Is there anybody who is new today from the stream? Direct from Uganda, Dalton. How you doing? John Saker. Today, I just really want to just say hi to you guys. And I want to make friends today first, because the teaching we're about to talk about today, if I don't find friends by the end of this teaching, maybe I won't have friends. So because today is going to be a very powerful teaching today. So let me make friends now. Okay, can you guys hear me? Or it's not that loud? Volume too low? Okay, the volume. Yeah. All right, guys, don't worry. We'll fix the volume for you guys. No worries at all. Okay, so Seven Sun Priskin. That is an interesting name. Kiki, how are you doing? All right, guys. So welcome to today's masterclass. I'm really super happy and grateful for each and every single person to be here. But can you confirm for me though? Is the volume okay now? Is it loud and clear? It's loud, yeah? Okay. Okay. All right. Yo, Master MD is your first? I don't think so. I think I've seen this name before. I'm so happy for me to see you as well. MD, I don't think this is your first time. I've seen you before. I've seen your name. Guys, I study every single person. I go through the comment, I see all of that. I see you all. Nobody can fake me now. I know. You cannot play me. All right, but if you are new here, by the way, thank you so much for joining the stream. If they didn't warn you, if nobody warned you on this masterclass, we don't tell you the things you want to hear. We tell you the things that makes you become. So I'm happy and grateful for you guys to be here. Yeah. Okay. Before we go into today's teaching, I just want you guys to really I want you to declare to yourself wherever you are and tell yourself that I am ready. I am ready. You see, words are powerful. And when you leave words to decide for you, it will do a very great job. But don't leave it now. Just say you are ready. Tell yourself, I am ready. Wherever you are, tell yourself, I am ready. Wherever you are, tell yourself that I'm ready. Tell yourself that I'm ready. Tell yourself that I am ready. Tell yourself that I am ready. I am ready for this lesson. I'm ready to receive. I am ready to open up my heart to receive, even if it's going to challenge my perception. I am ready. You need to be ready, because if you are not ready, everything that I will say, you will not receive it. Before we go into today's session, I want to say something very important to each and every single person. Please listen to me carefully now. We are forming a community, and it's not about Cliff. That is why day in, day out, we keep on repeating the same message that TP Family is not a company, it's not an occult, it's just a group of like-minded people. There are many times that I talk to some of you guys from time to time again, and I promise you, I learned so much talking to you guys as well. The information you share, the heart you pour out. So TP Family is more than just Cliff. This vision is bigger than me. So that means I can't do it without you guys. I can't. What that simply means is that when you come and you learn, or through this platform you learn something new, don't keep it to yourself. Share it, right? Share it. They should share it. You guys should share it. Because at the end of the day, if you don't share it, somebody else is not going to get this information as well. And because of that, I want to announce something. 2 announcements, by the way, then we go into today's teaching. Announcement number 1 is we are about to have our first TP Family get together. So I have realized that TP Family is global, literally. Even if it's not 10,000 people across different places, TP Family is really global. We have people from, let's even do a quick test right now. It doesn't matter where you're tuning in from. Let's do a quick test right now. Let me know where you're tuning in from right now on this masterclass. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Let's do something right now. I want to, before I announce this, let me go into the comment section again. Let's see. Where are you tuning in from right now? UK in the house. Exactly. So we have UK in the house. Who else do we have out there? We have Nigeria in the house. So as you can see, we've moved from UK all the way to Nigeria. We have Dubai in the house. Nigeria. I love Nigerians, man. For real, because the support you guys give me is incredible. We have UK, we have India, all the way to India. Then we have Nigeria Delta, we have UK as well in the house. So TP family literally is global. And because of that, I think that is only wise that we really, go beyond just online. Because it's easy for you to, feel like you have a community online. But when you meet people, it becomes incredible. So there is something we're going to do. And it's called TP Family Get Together. It doesn't matter, 10 people, 15 people, 20 people. This brand is across many platforms and there are different communities and so on and so forth. Now, the way we want to do it, we're going to do it this year, God willing. Every single country, I'm going to get a representative from a city or whatever, I don't know. So let's say a country like Nigeria, we have over 10,000 people plus from our demographic back end, 10,000 people alone from Lagos. In the last couple of 90 days, over 10,000 people from Lagos alone. Abuja, also, we have thousands and thousands of people from Abuja as well. And so I don't think in Nigeria we can do one city. So for example, in Nigeria, we have to do 2 cities. So Lagos and Abuja. So if you are in different places, we will see how it goes. But the goal is to make sure people in the UK, the city where we have people at, they are going to do the get-together. People in India are going to do get together. You can invite people. What are you inviting people for? You are inviting people to eat with them. Okay, we're going to do our best to make sure we organize a very interesting get together for everybody. So you're going to eat with them. You are going to share the things you've learned. You're going to discuss, things. We will train. Basically, it's going to take like 90 days to plan this because the representatives, we need to train them. When I say we need to train them, they need to understand the vision to the core. So there are people in Kenya already that I have some relationship with from back to back since we started this whole entire vision. And so Kenyans will do something, South Africans will do something, Tanzania, we have Uganda, we have Ghana, we have Nigeria, we have the UK, we have India, we have Germany, we have the United States. It doesn't matter. Even if you guys cannot meet physically, we want to create that network so that TP family doesn't just become something about just YouTube, but we take it off. Because there is a time coming, we are come to start doing TP Masterclass offline as well. The vision is bigger than Cliff. It's about people who are ready to be mentally transformed. So if you are excited about this as well, drop some ones in the chat. So coming up this week, we will put a form in the community tab. So don't forget it. There is going to be a form in the community tab, and then you will fill the form if you want to be a representative in your city or country. Okay? That is the announcement number 1. The announcement number 2 is about every single end of the month. There are 2 events that happens the end of the month. That is the last Saturday of that month. So in that last Saturday of that month, we will, number 1, celebrate the spotlight of the month in our community. It is the individual that has engaged mostly. And we don't choose them by feelings. We choose them based on YouTube algorithm. So YouTube is the one that chooses the spotlight for us. And last month, we had a winner that was celebrated on our platform. And he's called Omega. I had the privilege and the opportunity to meet him. I really wish I could have shown you guys. And I think Omega doesn't even know this. Hopefully my phone can do a good job. But Omega, apparently Cliff Cheqona and the team, we took a screenshot of when we were on the call. Hopefully I can see it. If I can see it, I will share with you guys. Okay, there you go. So you guys may not be able to see it clearly, but there you go. This is very something interesting. Thank you so much. So then, can you guys see? Is it clear a little bit? So we took a screenshot. So I saved. So as you guys can see, that's Omega. I met Omega right there, and we had an amazing chat. So he was a spotlight of the month at the end of the day. And then this month as well, we're gonna do the same. So we're gonna celebrate you. He had the opportunity to for us to talk. He had a free consultation with me, and then he also won a present for himself just by being a beautiful community member. So I also, highly want to thank him and appreciate him and honor him so much. And also, that is one of the things that happens at the end of the month. Another thing that is also going to be happening at the end of this month is few people are going to get the opportunity to hang out with us in the studio. Whether online studio or an internal studio. If you're in Dubai and you are being picked, you could get to hang out with us as well. Now, the purpose of that is to be able to ask questions, talk to us. So the 15 minutes by the end of the session, we will use it to talk in the studio, and they can feel the whole action, how it goes on, and you guys can also meet them as well. So we are trying to make sure we build a huge community and so on and so forth. All right, so that is the am I leaving anything out? Okay, so basically that is the game plan as CP family we have right now and so on and so forth. So let's see how it goes. If you guys are ready for today's session, drop some number ones in the chat for me, please. Today's message, I'm happy that I'm having the privilege and the honor to be the one to teach it. But at the end of the day, I'm also sad because the information I'm going to share today, I have to share it because a lot of you guys, your career depends on it. That is the truth. So I have to share it. But I want you to know that this teaching is coming from the bottom of my heart, meaning that I have to teach it. If you are going to become, there is every stage in every career that you are either young or you are becoming matured. And this information you're about to hear today is about maturity. And it's going to deliver a lot of you guys from shallow thinking and from thinking certain way that is not favoring you as a trader. So before I even introduce my topic for today, I want you guys to really pay attention a lot. You see, in this life, there is something called reality. There is something called reality in this life. And reality is not absolute. So what I mean by that is this. Listen to me carefully now. Reality is not absolute. So what I mean by that is your reality and my reality is a perception. Reality is a perception that has been believed so long that it has become the way you see things. Are you with me? Reality is a perception that has been believed for so long, and it has become the way you see things. So what I mean by that is we don't see things the way it is. We see things the way we are. So let's say, for example, you have a kid, okay? Let's say, for example, you have a child. Let's say, for example, you have a child, or let's say you have a small sibling, a brother, a sister, it doesn't matter. And he decides to play with a car. This is how we used to draw cars in the olden days in school. So let's say this is the car of your child or your sibling. Now that child playing with this car is thinking this is a real car. Because this child have seen the father playing with the car, but the child didn't know that the father is actually driving the car to the office, to school and all of that. So the child wants to do the same. Are you with me? The child wants to do the same. So what is happening is, that stage, the child is just, vroom, vroom, daddy, daddy, I'm going to the office. And the father is like, okay, baby girl, okay, baby boy, go to the office. That is this child's reality. But then one of the things that we don't realize is that the same reality
of this child grows, and then this child now becomes old person. But then this toy, which is a car, will not be a toy car anymore. It will be a toy trading. It could be a toy business. It could be a toy relationship. Are you with me? So we as human beings, sometimes we think because the child was a child, that is why he was playing with a toy. So we think when you grow up, everything you do is no more toys. Are you guys following? Remember, what are we talking about? Reality. What did I say about reality? Perception, belief for so long that has become the way you see things. Very important you understand this. So the kid is saying, Daddy, I'm going to the office with my car. The father is saying, okay, baby girl, keep on going. This kid grows up, and this same toy becomes toy trading. It becomes toy business, and it becomes toy relationships. Why am I saying toy trading? What do I even mean by that? Stay with me. As I said today, some of you guys will not be my friends anymore, but I'm hoping that you don't get angry at me. But I have to be super brutally honest, okay? So what do I mean by toy business? What do I mean by toy relationship? What do I mean by all of this? What I mean by this is that at the end of the day, you need to understand that reality are formed by either cultural reasons. Number one, write it down. They are formed either by cultural reasons. They are formed by the way we grew up. They are formed by institutions, the school you went to. So you can name it all. Realities are formed by the culture, the way you grew up, your household, schools, experiences, knowledge-based. And number 5, we can put here maybe a spiritual or faith belief system. It forms realities. So this had a couple of few things that form realities. And I want you to stay with me, okay? Stay with me. The reason why we are talking about this is that if that is the case, okay, watch this. That means me, Cliff, one of the things that you guys need to understand is this. If let's say I hate something bitter because I was young or whatever, it doesn't matter. 2, 3, 6 months later, the same thing that I call bitterness is now something I would love to drink. So that means it wasn't a bitter taste then. That means what I once used to call bitterness was actually my tongue being unfamiliar with the taste. So as the taste keep on becoming common to my tongue, I will now even basically advocate it and say, this is my favorite drink. So at that time, the reality in my mind and in my experience was, this is a bitter drink. Today, the same me is saying, this is a beautiful drink that I would love to drink. Are you with me? So reality are commonly shaped by experiences, by cultural reasons. What do I mean by cultural reasons? If you live in an area where everybody wants to become a doctor, chances are excellent you become a doctor. If you live in an area where everybody is a thief, chances are excellent you will find the reason why being a thief even makes sense. If you live in an area where everybody is a trader and the things you come across is always about trading, chances are excellent you're going to become a trader. I want you to stay with me. Schools, the schools we went to, that is the way you see things. So now that has become your reality. But one thing I want you to understand is this. Reality, as I said, is not absolute in all dimensions. No. The reality most people are living in is not absolute. The reality most people live in is level number 1 and level number 2. Level number 1 and number 2 is the kind of experience that is based by the subjects. It's a subjective reality, and it's a reality that is based by sensual, your feelings. I don't feel like this is a good masterclass. It's your feelings. It's not true. I don't feel like this is a good business. It's your feelings. It's not true. What are your facts that this is not a good masterclass? What are your facts that it's not a good business? So these are the levels people live in. Level number 1 and level number 2. They are not absolute. They are levels that is based on the sensuality, the sensory reality. And then we have experience-based reality, which is subjective. Now, level 1 and 2 is where most people live in. Are you with me? So you need to be able to understand that the conversation we're about to have today, my goal is to be able to let every single person understand that there are so many ways that you can be able to live. So I've already mentioned level 1 and level 2 for you, which is what? The perceived reality, or the reality that comes with the senses. Then we have experience-based, which is subjective. So you will hear people sometimes saying, from where we come from, we don't do this, we don't do that. It's true, but it is not absolute. It's subjective. For example, I remember back in the days growing up, my dad will always tell us that, as a human being, it is important you get documents. When you say documents, all the African people will understand this. Documents, meaning papers. Go get papers. Travel around and go get documents. It is not a reality, because the people that live in the country you want to go and get their documents, they are not thinking the way you are thinking. That is your reality. So that reality is subjective. It is not for everybody. Are you with me? So we have perceived reality, what you think is real. So your assumptions, the expectations, it is a perceived reality, level number 1. Level number 2 is experience reality. Okay, I came onto the masterclass, and my experience is that the masterclass is one of the best masterclasses I've ever been on, and therefore it is the best masterclass in the whole world. It's not absolute. There are other people doing probably what I'm doing more than what I'm doing now, and it's changing lives in different dimensions. So the fact that the experience you had on this masterclass is beautiful does not necessarily mean it's absolute. It's an experienced reality. Then we have what we call perceived reality. It is a kind of reality that is more of what I think is real. This is what I think. This is what I feel. It's a perceived reality. Now, the one thing that I want to talk about today is what I call objective reality and spiritual reality. I want to talk about objective reality and then spiritual reality. Objective reality is what actually true in the natural. For example, we live on Earth. Law of gravity is not subjective, it's objective. You don't jump from a story building expecting your feelings to save you. If you jump from a 50th story building, you will go down. It's objective. It's not subjective. Are you with me? So you need to understand that, yes, you have feelings and you have experiences, but there are facts, meaning there are things that is actually true in the natural. Then we have spiritual reality. Write it down, please. Number 1, what did I say? I said we have we have perceived reality, which is the way you go like, I think this is real, I feel this is not true, is perceived reality, what you are assuming the reality is supposed to be. And then we have what we call experience reality, what you have lived through, your experience as a Ghanaian, your experience as a Nigerian, your experience on this masterclass, your experience as a trader. It's called experience reality. Then we have objective, law of gravity. 1 + 1 is 2. I don't feel like it's 2. 1 + 1 is 2 according to the law of arithmetic. 2 × 3 is 6. Does that make sense? Spiritual reality. Spiritual reality is what God says is true. This is the highest level of reality. Divine truth that never changes. So, if every single morning you wake up and you are like, I am great, it is not. Now listen to me carefully now. When you wake up and you said, I am a great trader, even if you are not that yet, It is not a perceived reality. It is not an experienced reality. It is not only just an objective reality, but it is a spiritual reality. Because as a man, you have the right to dominate anything you put your mind to on earth. You have the right to do that. You have the dominion to dominate your account. You have the dominion to dominate every single thing you put your mind to. So if you say, I am an amazing entrepreneur, even if it's not that yet, it's a spiritual reality based on who you are as an individual. Let's say, imagine if you didn't know that you were a king's son, you were a prince. So you went to a place and people are just laughing at you and so on and so forth. They are basically saying that, how can this person say that he is a prince? The fact that you don't look like a prince and the fact that they don't see you as a prince does not mean you are not a prince. But if you believe that you are not a prince and you start acting like you are not a prince, your experience will look like the one who is not a prince. I want you guys to get what I'm saying right now. Let's say you were born into the royal family and you know zero information about that. Zero. You don't know that you were a prince. And then you are being lied to that you are, sorry for me to say this, but a slave. Now, you don't know. So because of that, you are being affected by the words of the people. Now, the minute, listen to this carefully now. Because you don't know that you are a prince, they are laughing at you, they are mocking you, they are maltreating you. But the reason why your life experience does not look like a victorious person is because you don't know that you are a prince. Now, the day that you will get knowledge about the reality of who you really are, it's not about how they feel. It's not about the experience they have had about you. It's about the objective. Are you a prince? Yes. Do you have dominion over a certain kingdom? If the answer is yes, the day you come across that knowledge, it changes your behavior. That is what is going to happen to some of you guys today at the end of today's session. That some of you guys have come here today, and at the end of the day, you don't understand that there are objective and spiritual reality. So you are behaving like a loser. You are behaving and you are celebrating in ignorance, even though you don't know there is more that you can become. Are you with me? So as I said, today's masterclass is going to be a powerful one. Believe me, you will never leave here the same way again. I have not still introduced my topic. Stay with me. So now that you understand realities, let's look at some couple of few things I wrote down here. I wrote something here, and I said, what you think is real versus what is actually real. What you think is real and what is actually real. What you think is real. I wrote down some couple of few things and I want you guys to write it down as well. I wrote down here, I said, what you think is real. So what we think is real and what actually is real. And what is real. I'm not going to write it because it's too long. Okay? So there are things we think is real and there are some certain things that is not actually really real. What are we talking about? Reality. But it's not my topic yet. Stay with me. I wrote down here the first one is comfort. I'm going to give just two examples for you to understand the concept. So normally when you hear comfort, we think it's about ease. It's about luxury. Comfort, ease, and luxury is level 1 and 2 of reality. Perceived reality and subjective reality. It's not absolute. It's not objective. The objective reality of comfort is stagnation. It's sedative. So when the next time somebody say, oh, hey, I want to be able, I hope you guys can see the screen. I want to be able to be comfortable. What you are basically saying is, listen to this carefully now. Anytime that you say, I want to be comfortable, The way the world has programmed comfort simply means the guy who is able to do what they want to do every single day. It's not true. Comfort is not ease. Comfort is not luxury. Comfort is stagnation, sedative, and being disconnected from purpose. That is comfort. Are you guys with me? So every single time that we say comfort, comfort is equal to stagnation, sedative, disconnected from purpose. I want you guys to understand this carefully now. Are you with me? Drop some number ones if you are getting this. We are building a very serious foundation here. You need this knowledge. If not, you will not understand the things you're about to say. I'm going to give you one more example, then I will connect that to trading. So number one, comfort. Comfort simply means, number one here, to us, perceived, and our experience says comfort is ease, luxury. But it's not true. Comfort is stagnation, sedative, disconnected from purpose. That is why Steve Harvey says something interesting. He says, get comfortable being uncomfortable if you want to build a life of a huge success. Number two, pain. What we think pain is bad. So if an individual hears pain, in their mind, pain is bad. But pain actually is growth. Pain actually is initiation. And pain is a signal. Are you with me? So pain is not bad, but that is the way the reality of life based on other people's perception is telling us. But pain is not bad. Pain is growth. Pain is an initiation. Pain is signal. So what that simply means is this. When we say pain is a signal, it means, let's say I'm cooking. And I'm cooking, and then my hand mistakenly touched the gas. Pain is a signal. Ouch. Did you see that? Signal. Signaling me to my brain that is pain. Remove your hand, if not, you will burn. Imagine if I don't have any pain sensations, I will burn my hand. So pain is a signal. If you say you're going to be, if you want to say, hey Cliff, I want to grow, it's pain. Because you are becoming. So some of you guys right now, I know it's not always interesting to declare, but you are growing. Pain is an initiation. If you say you want to become a CEO, life is going to throw curves at you to solve problems. It's painful to deal with people. It's painful to deal with situations. But it's an initiation to make you become a CEO. Are you guys with me? So these are the way that the world defines reality. And this is the real meaning. Level 4 and 3. Level 1 and 2. If you want to survive in this world, in anything, always make sure that you live through all these levels. You need to understand there are things that are objective, they are facts, and there are things that are spiritual. The things you don't see is real. This mobile phone came from an unseen mentality, imagination. So that's why I was telling you, the child that was playing with a toy car, there is nothing wrong with the imagination of the child. The only issue is the more you grow, you can't afford to live life on ignorance. Your perception must be challenged. Your perception must be questioned. So if you say you are a trader, I need to be able to ask you, what does that mean? If you don't know what that means, then you are in trouble. It is very important that you understand this. So, we are still building foundation. Stay with me. Let me go into the comment section. Are you guys learning? If you are learning, drop some number ones in the chat for me to know you are learning. Okay. Now, the reason why I'm teaching this topic today is because a lot of people are stuck because they don't know how to go to the next level, because it looks like no matter what you do, the question now becomes, how are you then going to be able to reach a certain level that will make you become the person you want to become? Now, you need to understand something, that when I was bringing the title of this message today, I was thinking, should I teach it? Should I not teach it? So again, I want you to declare to yourself, I am ready. I am ready. I told you that is not my topic for today. I am ready. Are you ready? Okay, if you're ready, let's push. My topic for today, I title it Psychology of Market Manipulation. Psychology of market manipulation. Psychology of market manipulation. Psychology of market manipulation. Today we're talking about psychology of market manipulation. Again, every time I try my best to make sure that I define the topic so that you guys can be able to understand exactly where we are heading towards to. Now, you know, when we pick up the word psychology, it means the study of the mind, emotions, and behaviors that drives decisions. So now we understand already. Okay, so now every single person on this live stream, whether your first time or you have watched some of the master classes, you now know that psychology simply means the study of the mind, your behavior, your emotions, and so on and so forth. The purpose of that is to understand what is driving your decisions. So now you understand why I'm teaching this today, that your reality is not absolute, the one you are living in, level 1 and level 2. And then we have level 3 and 4. It is objective and spiritual, meaning that is where the domination comes from. It is very important that you understand this. Are you with me? Keep this information in mind. We're going to use it. So psychology, again, is a study of the mind, emotions, and behaviors that drive decisions. What is a market? What is a market? Market, yes, it's a place people are buying and selling, but the market is a battleground of beliefs, systems, and agendas. There is many conflict of interest in every single market base. Everybody wants to make money. Buying, selling, buying, selling. So if we say psychology, the study of the human mind, their behavior, the emotions that drive decisions. Market is like a battlefield. Everybody has an agenda. Nobody goes to the market to not want to make money. Everybody wants to make money in the market. Now, what is manipulation? Manipulation is the invincible hands guiding the masses into emotional decisions. You see, manipulation is not somebody telling you what to do. Manipulation is somebody getting you to do what they want. I hope that makes sense. Write it down. Manipulation is not really about somebody telling you what to do. Manipulation is about somebody getting you to do what they want you to do. They don't need to talk. They just need to set the right agendas and you will do it. So when we say psychology of market manipulation, we're not talking about the price action. We are talking about the silent war between, or the silent war being fought inside your mind every single day, and how the market uses your blind spot against you. I'm going to repeat it again. You're going to write it down. We are talking about the silent war, I wrote down here, being fought in your mind every single day. We are talking about the silent war being fought inside your mind every single day. and how the market uses your blind spot against you. Did you guys get that? I'm going to repeat it again. Let me write it on this one for you. Okay. So manipulation, today's topic I said is a psychology of market manipulation. Okay? So I said manipulation of the market is not about the market telling you what to do. Basically, it's about making you do what it wants you to do. Sorry about this handwriting. Many of you guys know that I'm a pharmacist, so this is how we write. Anyways, so making you do what it wants you to do. That is how the market does, by using your blind spot against you. Now, the word blind spot, by using your blind spot, I want you to underline the word blind spot. Very important word. Blind spot simply comes from ignorance. When you don't know certain things, you are in trouble. The market will punish you for your ignorance. And so today, keep this in mind and keep the foundation of the reality in your mind as well, because we're going to use it a lot. Okay? All right. Have you guys got that? Today, I need to take my time for you guys to write some certain things down. So that's why I keep on asking these questions. Psychology of market manipulation. People sometimes say the market is manipulating me. Is it true? It depends. The market is not necessarily manipulating you. The market is creating systems of manipulation. You just fell into it. Because manipulation is everywhere. In the grocery store, in the malls, in the world, some churches, okay, some institutions, manipulation is everywhere. Relationships, thank you. So manipulation is everywhere. It doesn't matter. People manipulate people everywhere. So you need to be able to understand that it's not about you, it's about the way the systems are built to get people to do what they want them to do. So manipulation is not really about you being told to do something. It's emotional states of structure. You're going to love today's topic. Believe me, today's message will change you. I want to give you guys an example. Watch this. Are you guys seeing the board clearly? I want you guys to pay attention to what I'm about to talk about here, well, and after that, we will take some notes, okay? Stay with me. So, let's say this is the financial market. Now, you guys have heard me all the time, and I'm sure everybody knows this already now. You know this already now. So we have at the top here, very big one here. We have what we call the major banks. Then over here, we have what we call the EBS. EBS simply stands for Electronic Brokerage Services. Then we have here what we call the medium banks. Normally it's medium-sized banks, but let's just go with that. Then over here, we have what we call the hedge funds, HFs, corporations. We have all these other individuals, Warren Buffett, all of that, they are here. Okay. Now, this space over here that you are seeing over here is the normal average retail trader. Okay. The retail trader. Okay, good. Now, I want you to keep this in mind. It's very important that you understand what we're about to talk about today. Now, still we are on the financial market. So, this is the big financial market. So, I'm going to remove all these ones from there. I will not bring their names and I will not divide it so it doesn't look big. So, this is the financial market. This is where retail traders are grouped. In this retail trading space here, this down here is brokers, retail brokers. We have retail academies, retail mentors, retail YouTube channels, retail everything, retail businesses, retail platforms. They are all here. Are you guys with me? All the retail stuffs, they are all down here. But then this bottom here, listen to me carefully now, the bottom here, even though we are participating in this big giant space here, we are not necessarily connected to that. We are just trying to be involved in a battle that they have not welcomed us, but they are benefiting from us. So what do they care? So listen to me carefully now. Now, there is a lot of money that come out of here. Okay? There is a lot of money that comes out of here. A lot of money, billions of dollars. Billions of dollars comes out of here every year. Billions. From brokerages to whatever. So the average retail trader, right now, the culture that is being built is that the average retail trader does not even need to move out of here. That means the mentor can start a signal group. He can start an educational platform. He can do a rebate business. Now, none of these things are bad, but we are talking about realities, okay? He can have whatever business, and he will still be successful in this space from retail traders without actually participating in this market. Are you guys with me? So stay with me, stay with me, stay with me, stay with me. Today we're talking about something very important because I hear people sometimes saying all the time that the market is manipulating me. But is the market manipulating you though? Because you don't have much. Remember, the money you are even trading with, you actually had to go and borrow leverage to use it. So how is the market manipulating you? It's not manipulating you. It's the systems that you have been blinded not to see. It's what is manipulating you. So the mentor, the systems is saying, let's say, for example, let's pick one business. Let's say rebates. Now, don't get me wrong. Rebate is not a bad business. But let's see how it's affecting people now. So if in case you come under the leadership of a mentor who is not integral or who is struggling and they need to make money, because trading is a business. And you have heard me saying this before, that we don't go into the financial market to make money. We go there to do what? Multiply money. So you cannot multiply what you don't have. So the rebate business normally was supposed to bring money into the pocket of individuals so that they can multiply. It's just a reality. I was talking to somebody one time and I said, listen, don't go and invest your work. Let's say, for example, you're doing 9 to 5. Why would you invest your 9 to 5 money into trading and blow it all? Yes, you can take a risk, but if you do it multiple times, it's becoming a problem. Think about it. It doesn't make sense. So rebate was meant to be a business model to help traders while they are trading. The only issue is this. If your mentor is broke and rebate is all where he gets his money from, and he's not actually trading. Remember the analogy we did. He's not going to tell you over trading is bad, because the only way that you make money from rebates is when there are trades being executed all the time. So what this simply means is, why would the mentor tell you don't overtrade? He will not tell you overtrade, but he will not stop you from overtrading. So the more you are overtrading, the more that he's making money as well. So that is causing a lot of problems in the industry. So while I am telling people don't overtrade, the mentor is telling you how he trades every day and he makes money every day. But remember, your emotions and the mentor's emotions is not the same, because he has money to multiply, you have bills to pay. When I was starting the beginning, I said you guys should just forgive me. Today I will lose friends, but it's okay, no problem. Listen to me carefully now. It is very important that you understand this. You need to be able to understand this, that your mentor emotions and your emotions are not the same. He has money to multiply, you want to make money. It's two different emotions here. So what is happening is that instead of the mentor stopping you and setting a good example from you not overtrading, before you even start trading, you have already been addicted to overtrading. So when you are like, Cliff, I don't know why I can't stop myself from overtrading, because you follow so many channels on Instagram, you follow so many channels on YouTube, that is always making you think that you can take $50 a day and you can be able to flip it into $1 million. And this is what you saw. So when you saw these testimonials, you got so addicted to the dopamine from overtrading. Now you can stop. Reality number 1 and 2. Level 1, remember? Perceived reality. And level number 2, experienced reality. So being in Telegram channels has made you believe that every day is a setup day. But that every day is a setup day is making somebody else's day get set up. So the reality of the situation is this: that yes, people are saying the market is manipulating them, but you were already manipulated by yourself before you even got into the market, because knowing when not to trade is also part of trading. So I'm really, a little bit exhausted for traders, whereby they know they're not supposed to overtrade because overtrading is bad. But then the culture, their realities they live in says trade every day. But remember, I have told you guys this before. Let me sit and let's talk about something serious. I told you guys this, that you are a performer. And as a performer, there are times you are going to get tired. There are times you wouldn't want to be in the mood. There are times you are not going to be able to do the things that you have to do. Now, it is not easy for this industry to be able to become what it has to become, because there is so many conflicts of interest. There is so many conflicts of interest. I will give you another one. Again, I'm in trouble. Again, listen to me. So I'm going to tell you guys a quick story to tell you something. So a few weeks ago or last week, there was an information I needed to share to a client. And I didn't have all the information knowledge. I didn't. But another mentor, not in trading, other business, but another mentor had, a man of God actually, had the answer. Now, my mind was, maybe I could just send this guy the link to watch this video so that he can grow. But then the human being mind, the negative subconscious mind said, why would you send it to him when you can teach it? And I said, no. Everybody should minister according to their grace. I don't know this. If I send it to the client and the client leaves me and go to this person to learn, it is destiny. By me restricting this person from getting this information because I think he will leave me is witchcraft. Witchcraft is not only sucking blood, it's witchcraft. If you are a mentor and you are afraid people will learn from somebody else and you are trying to manipulate them to not let them learn from somebody else, it's witchcraft. Look, in trading, sometimes I hear certain things and it's funny to me. Because, it is good to build a brand and it's good to stand out and have USP. What is USP? unique selling point. It's good for everybody to have that. But the only problem is this, is that there are so many, I think, giving different names, but we are all saying the same thing. So the people that are struggling right now is the mentees. The mentees are the ones struggling. Because let's say, for example, you come to me and you tell me, Cliff, what is your name? And I tell you, my name is Cliff Cheqona. And another person asks me, Cliff, can you say it in French? And I say, Je m'appelle Cliff Cheqona. And another person say, Cliff, can you say it in Ukrainian? Da? Меня зовут Clifford. So Меня зовут Clifford, Ukrainian. Same thing. My name is Clifford. My name is Clifford. My name is Clifford. Same thing, different languages. So the guy who spoke in French, let's just say he's a trader, is saying, Je m'appelle Clifford is the best way of saying my name is Clifford. No, chief, it's just different language. Меня зовут Clifford is the best way of saying my name is Clifford. No, it's just Ukrainian. And then my name is Clifford in English is me saying that is the best. No, chief, it's just English. This is what is happening right now. So what is happening is people don't understand that we are basically saying back in the days, break and retest. So when the market breaks and then it retests, okay? The market will break and then it will retest. And then somebody said, no, it's break off structure and then it will come back and then mitigate. And I said, okay, chief, we hear you. English, okay? So now what is happening is people are asking so many different questions and saying, what exactly then do I have to learn? Which one of them is the best strategy? Chief, every strategy works. Whether you believe it or not. Like I was talking to one of my clients and I said, listen, technically speaking, we don't even 2-3 years from now, you wouldn't need to know how to analyze the market to trade anymore. You would just need to use AI. You will take a screenshot and you will give it to ChatGPT of your chart and it could tell you where to wait for the POI. So technically speaking, things are changing. So imagine if I am a mentor and people knew me for the best analyst in marking up the chart, I would try to fight the idea that marking up the chart yourself is best. No, chief. Same thing about the conversation I had with you guys. Once upon a time, growing up in Ghana, I remember when automatic cars was coming up. People said automatic cars is for girls. Yeah, that's what they said. They said automatic cars is for girls. Did you get the same thing in your country? Yeah. So they said, it's funny, but in Ghana they said that, oh, automatic cars is for girls. So if you were a guy and you buy, so by the way, guys, we have people in the studio as well, so that is why. So if you see me, don't worry. So basically, they said automatic cars is for girls. And so when you buy an automatic car as a guy, they'll be like, why would you buy a girl's car? What are you talking about? Somebody sat down and said, hey, people need to focus on the road. So no need for us to be doing this. If you have driven manual car before, sometimes you are climbing the hill and then you change to the gear and it start coming back. Why would we keep on driving that? So guys, you see, manual car was difficult. Somebody said, you know what? I will create automatic. But somebody sat somewhere and said, no. As a man, you need to struggle. Struggling is for men. Easy is for girls. What is that? So this is the same thing that is happening. People think the more difficult something is, then the more better it is. No, the more smarter something is. And that is where the world is going. So we are entering into a space where once upon a time, structuring markups and all of that was great, but not anymore. Right now, you need to understand whether we like it or not, sooner or later, artificial intelligence together with human beings will be the next issue. So if marking up the charts is what makes you feel superior, it's going to go away. But as a mentor, you need to direct your people to be able to know that, yes, guys, back in the days, we thank God for AI. Now you can take a screenshot and artificial intelligence will help you to even see clearly because it got no emotions. It is true. So this is the issue right now that is happening. That instead of people accepting the fact that the world is changing. So that's why when people ask me, Cliff, When are you going to teach technicals? I said, technical teaching, yes, is great, but it's not the only next thing that is going to be. Listen, guys, it's becoming easier every day, technically speaking. The only issue is the person behind the strategy. Because whether manual car or automatic cars, you can still have an accident if the person behind the wheel is drunk or is driving recklessly. Are you with me? It is very important you understand this. There are people that, people will sometimes come to me and say, Cliff, I was asking my mentor about psychology and he said, psychology is not important. You as the mentor, because you don't understand what psychology really means, you are making your mentee believes that it's not important. If it's not important, what do you mean? You are saying that he shouldn't be aware of himself? You are trying to basically say he shouldn't be aware of emotions? What are you talking about? So it is about time that we let go the perceived reality, the experienced reality, and move to level 3 and 4, objective fact. That as a trader, you are a performer, whether you like it or not. As a trader, your mindset plays an important role. So if you are trading Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, by Wednesday evening, you are tired. So resting on a Thursday is not about the market moving 300 pips. You are tired. Reality. Because when your brain is exhausted, your emotions will spike. If your emotions spike, your decisions will swift. It's a law. Mental fatigue is real. And when it happens to you, you are in trouble. So, why am I sharing all this? I want you guys to understand, before the market was able to manipulate you, you were already prepared for the manipulation. So when the market is getting you to overtrade, your brain has already been cooked to do overtrading. Before you entered into the market where loss aversion was hitting you. What is loss aversion? Your tendency of not wanting to lose becoming greater than your desire to gain, because somebody made you thought they have the holy grail strategy. So they didn't prepare you for the game of probabilities. They didn't tell you that in trading you will lose some and you will win some. So prepare your mind and know that even if you lose 3 times in a row, a stop loss is a stop trade, not a loss trade. Are you with me, ladies and gentlemen? It's very important that you understand this. That you were already prepared to get the market to manipulate you before you came. So the market is not necessarily targeting you. You don't have much. But when a group of 10,000 people are in a place buying and selling, and it creates a pool of money, the markets have to come and grab it. It's as common sense as ABCD. So yes, the market is manipulating you, but the intention was not to target the guy in that office, the guy in that room trading with $1,000 or $2,000. No. It's just that you have been prepared, you have been cooked to have a blind spot. So what did I say manipulation was? It's not telling you what to do. It's getting you to do what it wants you to do, which is what? The market. So why are you overtrading, Cliff? I am overtrading because I have been wired. So now, wherever you are, I want you to tell me something. Can I get a charger from him? So now, what am I basically just saying? Is that your brain has already been prepared to overtrade. So when the market sees retail traders, it knows many of retail traders have already been prepared to overtrade. So when that happens, all the market has to do is to let you feel like if you don't overtrade, you won't make money, because that has already been prepared. What about fake out? Because the market knows you are not patient. You have FOMO. So what the market is going to do is let you think this spike means this, and then it will get you. So inducement, creation, hit. Inducement, creation, hit. Inducement, creation, hit. No matter how many times you learn a strategy that has inducement as an English word in it, it won't change the fact that you will still be a victim, because you have already been prepared to be a victim of manipulation. But listen, let me balance this. Many of these mentors and many of these people, they didn't intentionally do it. It was a well-meaning statement to help people who needs to make money now. It's sad, but that is the truth. And I want you guys to be able to understand this. Are you guys with me? So every single thing that you are going to learn today, it is from a place for you to be able to understand that you are about to learn an information that will let you to be able to understand that you are about to receive an information. So I want us to now listen to the declarations, the affirmation, one more time again. In just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Just listen to the affirmation one more time again. Let's play the affirmation. Now listen to it. The one that we played in the beginning before I came. Now listen to the words. These words, they are reality, but this type of reality is spiritual reality. It's shaping and rewiring your mind. So I want you to listen to it one more time again. Just one more time again. And this time around, don't listen to it as a person just playing a video to just make a video look cool. Listen to the words. Media, if you guys don't mind, can we play the affirmation for me, please? Thank
I
you.
think big, I dream big, I trade smart. My thoughts align with wealth, success, and abundance. I deserve success because I work for it and stay disciplined. I let it go of doubt. I let go of fear. My mind is renewed every day with wisdom and strength. I focus on solutions, not problems. I attract profitable trades and opportunities. I am a successful, focused, and profitable trader. I am unstoppable and I am victorious. I am grateful for every opportunity to trade and grow. I give thanks for my progress, my lessons, and my success. I attract prosperity and I steward it wisely. Every day, I am becoming a better trader. My trading provides freedom and abundance. I speak life, blessings, and success into my trading journey. I am grateful for the wisdom to manage risk and profit. I celebrate my growth and resilience. My heart is full of gratitude. My mind is at peace. I am prosperous in my thoughts, my trades, and my life. I think big, I dream big, I trade smart. My thoughts align with wealth, success, and abundance. I deserve success because I work for it and stay disciplined. I let it go of doubt. I let go of fear. My mind is renewed every day with wisdom and strength. I focus on solutions, not problems. I attract profitable trades and opportunities. I am a successful, focused, and profitable trader. I am unstoppable and I am victorious. I am grateful for every opportunity to trade and grow. I give thanks for my progress, my lessons, and my success. I attract prosperity and I steward it wisely. Every day, I am becoming a better trader. My trading provides freedom and abundance. I speak life, blessings, and success into my trading journey. I am grateful for the wisdom to manage risk and profit. I celebrate my growth and resilience. My heart is full of gratitude. My mind is at peace. I am prosperous in my thoughts, my trades, and my life. I think big, I dream big, I trade smart. My thoughts align with wealth, success, and abundance. I deserve success because I work for it and stay disciplined. I let it go of doubt. I let go of fear. My mind is renewed every day.
Okay, guys. So now you guys are understanding me, isn't it? Good. Drop some number ones in the chat if you are ready. Now we're about to take notes. So now, next time, when you hear this, people think when we did this, when we did this affirmation or declaration, we're just saying nonsense. I think big, I trade smart. Next, now you will take this again and listen. I think big, I trade smart. You should be a smart trader. Anyway, how the market manipulates you. 5 reasons. Today, now we are taking notes. Number 1, illusion movement. I'm going to give you guys how the markets manipulate you. 5 reasons. And I'm going to give you guys 6 reasons of how you can create an armor. Like a soldier man, to go and face the market from Monday coming. So now, I'm not saying go and look at every single mentor and say, hey, mentor, you are lying to me. That is not what I'm saying. I'm saying that it's not their fault either. It's not our fault. For example, me too, I want to build a brand. When you came here, can't you see logos and every single thing? I want to stand out. But the reason why sometimes, genuinely, let me tell you the truth. One of the reasons why people ask me, Cliff, do you have a Telegram channel? I say no. It's because if I put people in a Telegram channel and if I create a certain structure, God was protecting me from that. I would have ended up trying to also not manipulate, but trying to control things. I don't want that. And so I squashed. Number one reason why I squashed the Telegram channel was because people were using my name to manipulate people and take money. That is number one. Number two, I wanted to be free. So sometimes you need to understand that there are systems you need to create around you to survive, to be integral. Human being, we are not bad. Life happens. So I'm not saying that your mentor is lying to you or somebody's mentor is lying to somebody, but protect your mind. $100 to $1 million. Logically, it doesn't make sense, Chief. $100 to $1 million. Even if somebody has done it, the chances that you can do it, the probability is very low. Do you know why? Because building $100 to $1 million means that you're going to reach a point where you are willing to risk 100,000 per trade. Now imagine if you live in one room and you say this is the challenge you want to do. The moment you rate $5,000, you will stop. Because you can't be able to look into the eyes of $5,000 and say, I'm risking $2,500 to hit $10,000. You won't do it. Even if you do it, the panic in your heart will let you close a trade. So even if it is possible, technically through gambling, your emotions won't allow it. So I'm going to give you 5 reasons why the market manipulates you. How it manipulates you. Please write it down. Number 1 is illusion of movement. Illusion of movement. How the market manipulates you. How the market manipulates you. Can you check to see if everybody can see that? Got this one for me? Can you guys see the board? How the market manipulates you. Is clear? Thank you. How the market manipulates you. How the market manipulates you. Number 1, illusion of movement. Illusion of movement is number 1. Now, illusion of movement, this is where the market shows you a sudden move. You can call it whatever you want. You can call it a move breaking from an area to create an imbalance. Okay, you can call it that. So let's say, for example, the market is moving in this direction you have drawn, let's say, so it breaks out of here. So when it now breaks out of here, let's say this is the candlestick. All right. So the next candlestick that will come out of here, and the one that it broke out from, you will see that another one will come back here. So you will call this an FVG or a fair value gap or whatever I know. So at the end of the day, that sudden move will let you think, oh man, the market is about to go up. Now this market is about to go up. It is not wrong. The only issue is those sudden moves always want to grab people. The goal of that is to grab people. So a breakout, a spike, a dump, and you react. Because the market knows that we have so many people who are suffering from FOMO. So remember, what did I tell you? Manipulation is not about telling you what to do. Manipulation is about getting you to do what it wants you to do. So it knows there are many traders that have FOMO. So if many traders have FOMO, how should the market get all the FOMO people? By spike. Are you with me? So I always say this. I'm not saying these strategies we are all learning is bad, but I just think it doesn't make sense for you to think everything you hear in there is purposely for you to make money with it. It doesn't make sense. The reason why I'm saying that is because nobody will put the best strategy of anything to win in anything publicly for everybody to see it. So yes, it will give you an idea. I told you guys all the time that every strategy has 2 things that makes it powerful. Why and the what. It's easy to know the what. Every strategy is easy to know the what, but the why is difficult because we are retail traders. We are speculators. And if we are speculators, it means that we don't know why certain things happen. Right now, I don't know if Trump is going to be angry because they didn't put milk in his coffee. I don't know. I don't know what he's going to tweet the next day before Monday about the war between Israel and Iran. I don't know. I don't know the why. I'm not in the room. I only know the what's. What is this? CHOCH. What is this? BOS. What is this? Order flow. What is this? Blah, blah, blah. That is all that I know. I don't really know the why. We can assume we know the why, but the truth is we don't. So it doesn't make our strategy so confidently enough to say, I'm going to do this regardless. No, you are a speculator. Okay, you speculate. So you need to go with the game of probabilities, because your edge says if you take 10 trades, you have the chance to be able to win 8, 7, 5. This is your probability game. If this becomes the situation, you are good to go over a period of 100 trades. It's common sense. But people will still fail. For example, there are people here that your risk to ratio, your RRR, is 1:5. Yet, if you hit 2 stop losses in a row, you are angry. Why are you angry hitting 2 stop losses in a row if your risk to ratio is 1:5? Because you don't believe the things you are even saying. Are you with me? So the first one is illusion of movement, is to get you to do certain things you want to do through FOMO as an emotion. So whether a breakout, a spike, a dump, and you react. The market creates illusion of urgency. Now, everything I was saying in the beginning, I was trying to mean something. So stay with me. In order for the market to create an illusion of urgency, it will now borrow your urgency emotion and connect it to illusion of movement. Stay with me. Some people don't understand. May God give you understanding. Stay with me, stay with me. You can never be manipulated by the markets if it doesn't find the right information or emotion. So urgency. Cliff, if I give you $1,000 right now, how much do you think we can make in 10 days? Urgency. I have bills to pay, Cliff. I need to make money quick. Urgency. I have to pay my bills, Cliff. My school fees is coming up. Can I trade or learn how to trade and fix my problems? Now, me as a mentor, people sometimes, there is somebody probably on the masterclass right now. He said, Cliff, I went to your website and there is no price. I said, because God told me I can't charge. True story, guys. I was praying and I heard in my spirit. The Holy Spirit said, I will not charge. He said, you will not charge anything on your website. I said, okay. There are certain things we are going to charge, but many things on my website we don't charge. Even consultations, some of you guys have seen it. It's not, I'm not charging. Yes, you can sow a seed, but it's not charging. Now, why am I saying this right now? Is because you need to be able to understand that when people come to me and tell me, Cliff, why are you telling me it would take time for me to learn how to trade? Don't you want to take my money and mentor me? I want the money, but I will also, the Bible says good name is better than riches. So I will not take your money and then tomorrow you will say you paid Cliff for mentorship and he wasted your time. No, I will not do that anymore. We have made that mistake before. We will not do it again. Because when people come to us and we are telling them it will take a while for you to become a trader, he's like, I don't care. I'm ready. And then 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, but my trading is not working. What do you mean it's not working? The truth of the matter is you need to understand that it takes time. So urgency doesn't work. Unfortunately, there were a lot of people that are around this emotion. So there are more than 90% of retail traders that are having urgent problems, that they need urgent solution. And they became traders urgently. Everything is urgent. Urgent nation. So urgency, the market now finds the urgency and it uses illusion of movement because it knows the minute it spikes, the urgent nation will enter. The moment they enter, it now pulls back. They close it. And then they enter sell and it goes up. They close it and it's enter buy again. It comes down and they remove the stop loss. And then it's keep on dipping. And they buy. They say, Cliff, how are you commenting on this? Was me 2013. I will buy the dip right now. Ask the market. Me, I will buy the dip. As soon as I see it dropping on me, I buy the dip. And it is keep on, I will buy it until I blow the account. That was the day that I said, God of Abraham, God of Isaac, please don't let my account blow. I saw the account. It was blowing. You need to be able to understand this, that what I'm teaching you is coming from experience. What did I tell you? Experience reality is just subjective. That was not how I was supposed to trade. Trading is not subjective. It's not personal. There are facts. Are you with me? So urgent nation. So let's call them urgent nation. The urgency nation. You need to pay your bills. You need to pay the landlord. You need to buy books tomorrow. You want to buy a new phone. Your girlfriend wants money. That is not how you make money in trading. So the market will get you from illusion movement. Urgent nation. I hope there is no urgent nation on this call. Okay. So that's the first one. How does the market manipulate you? It manipulates you through urgency. So the market knows. When I say the market knows, what do I mean? The big boys, call them whatever you want. They know that there are people who loves to make money now. So when it makes a spike move, I need to buy now. Sometimes even if you're talking to them, oh, leave me. The market is moving. Let me enter now. Where are you rushing to? Why would you even speak like that? If the market leaves you behind, if it's truly going to go there, it will come back to call you. Remember? FOMO. If the market is really going to go there, it's going to come back to call you. But you see, urgency will not allow you. So now, in order for the market to manipulate you, it needs this. It's like cooking. But this one right now, you have been cooked long time ago before you came into the market to believe that you can make money now. Or here's how I started trading. So you see a bold thumbnail. How I made $60,000 in 2 weeks using this scalping strategy. Beautiful title, isn't it? Urgency. Oh my God, I came across this video. I think it's God's will. Yeah, the best scalping strategy in the world to make money in 2 weeks. Then manipulation has come. Go watch the video. So you watch it, then you put all your money in there, and urgency, illusion of control, movement, the market will get you. Bam. So what are we talking about? Manipulation doesn't tell you what to do. It makes you do what it wants you to do. It's two different things. Meaning that it has to use something within you. First one is urgency. But Cliff, I need money now. What do I do? I'm sorry, that is not how the market works. If the market is not ready to give you money and you force it to give you money, you are giving the market the permission to take what it wants from you. Number two, FOMO. You see the candle move and think, if I don't enter now, I will miss it. Number one is illusion movement. Number two, FOMO. Every single time that you see the candle move and think, if I don't enter now, I will miss it, you are in trouble. The market will hit you. So number two is FOMO. Number one, illusion move. Yeah, illusion movement, letting you think it's going there. And I think everybody will testify that last week gold did that. It's going. And those who knew better still entered anyways. Anyway, number three is fake confirmation. Fake confirmation. The market will set you up with a fake double tops, clean breakout, false retests, just enough to align with what you've been taught. Some of you didn't get a concept. I'm going to say it again. Number one is illusion of movement. Number two is FOMO. Number three, fake confirmation. So the market set up fake double tops. If you trade patterns, wedges, flags, it doesn't matter. Clean breakouts, false retests, all of that. So what the market does is that it sets you up. It makes you feel educated. But you are really baited. So it will make you know that, ooh, this is exactly what Cliff Cheqona taught us. See the zones beautifully mapped up. So it is also going to trap those who really love to feel educated. It's like they will map it out. It will get you. So, but don't worry. These things, we are coming to talk about how to survive. So number one, let's run it quickly. Number one, illusion of movement. Number two, fear of missing out. Number three, fake confirmation. Number four, expectation programming. Number four, expectation programming. So now, next time when you see any topic on this channel, yeah, you will respect it. Everything I'm teaching you guys is connected. It's connected. We have talked about FOMO, right? Expectation, we've talked about it. Expectation programming. You've seen too many funded trader testimonies. Some of you guys, you watch too many testimonies. Too many testimonies. It's good to be motivated, but too many testimonies. Too many flipped $100 account into 1 million. Too many. And so your expectation is programmed. Too many. Here's how I blew 20 funded accounts. If you would have added all the money together, Chief, that is a funded account. Come on now. Did you get what I just said? You will see a testimonial and the person is saying, I blew $50,000, but it's funded account. But they're saying, I funded my account 15 times. So even if you are buying $500, if you times it by 15, how much is it? If it was 5,000, so 5,000, how much is that? 500 times 15 is how much? 5,000 is 10, right? Yeah, 755. Isn't that a capital to trade? Yeah, think about it. So why would you make it feel like that testimony of you blowing 15 profit from account is something somebody should follow? You guys should think about it. Fake expectation programming. Yes, it's true. What he's saying is true, but logically it doesn't make sense. So if you would have take your time while you are learning, fixing your mind and gathering the money, 7,500 can also change your life. There was a prop firm that I came across a few days ago because somebody was asking me what do I think. And this prop firm is saying that they will let you pay, I think, $249 and the leverage is 1:20. $249 leverage 1:20. Chief, put the money in your account and trade it yourself. Expectation programming. The number 5 is community pressure. You are in a Telegram where everyone is posting wins except you. Same trade. We all took the same trade. We all took it. Whether your own was a ghost setup or whether it was nobody knows. Only you didn't make money. Only you. Think about it. Community pressure. Goats, fire emojis, goats, fire emojis. And sometimes, the people that post the wins, right after they screenshot the win and they finish, by the time they'll finish posting it and coming back, especially gold, you won't come and see the blues again. Yeah, that is gold for you now. If you are taking screenshots to go and post it and show people you are making money, by the time you will come back to your MT5, you won't see the same profit again. So community pressure. I'm not saying don't connect with the community, but connect with the community, that also shows that there are losses also involved. So you are in a Telegram channel where everybody posts wins. You don't want to be the only one who missed it. So you enter not from the strategy, but from belonging anxiety. There is something called belonging anxiety. Meaning if everybody is doing it and I'm not doing it, that means I'm being left out. It's different from FOMO, but it's like the same thing. Belonging anxiety, community pressure. So these are the 5 reasons. There is more, but I'm choosing just 5. Then we keep on going. Number 1, illusion of movement. Number 2, fear of missing out. Number 3, fake confirmation. Number 4, expectation programming. Number 5, community pressure. Everybody is winning except you. We don't know whether you took a cemetery, whether they took their trade from a cemetery. I don't know. Only you, your trade is killing you. Interesting, isn't it? Now that we have talked about the 5 ways the market manipulates you, or the things it needs to manipulate you, let's talk about how to build an armor against market manipulation. Number 1, how do you then build an armor against market manipulation? Number 1, emotional regulation is equal to protection. Emotional regulation is equal to protection. So now, in this coming next few days, we will post a few audios again. Now you will listen to it from the bottom of your heart, because emotional regulation is protection. So when you wake up in the morning, I'm great. Like a madman, I'm great. And your whole household is calling you, hey, the I'm great man. Don't worry, don't shy about it. Keep on being great. I promise you, that is how I survive. In this world, you have to act like a mad person if you want to survive in this crazy world. Don't wait for the world to tell you you're a failure. You are great. So emotional regulation, you breathe in, you breathe out. You see, you almost start with emotional control. I wrote down here. Because regulated mind is a manipulated market worst enemy. A regulated mind is a manipulated market worst enemy. The market hates a regulated mind. If you are emotionally regulated, the market hates it. It means you come to me and you tell me, imagine you come to me and tell me, Cliff, gold is buying. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'm not trading today. Today is just for my reset days. Hey, but Cliff, it's going to go to 200 pips. I'm like, oh, okay, for sure. I mean, even if tomorrow I don't catch it, it's fine. I'll wait till next time. Emotional regulation. Are you guys with me? So you need to become matured. Start speaking like that. A God is buying. Where? The window is crashing. Where? You are not even listening. Everything, where? How? Where? No. Gold is buying. Oh, okay. I don't trade gold. I don't trade gold. I only just trade NAS 100. Oh, really? But don't you want to make money? I want to make money, but I have an edge. I have to follow it. Oh, okay. Matured trader. Are you with me? Oh, would you take the buy? No, I've made my profit. No, I've had 2 stop losses in a row. The ability for you to speak that way, it takes emotional intelligence. What are we talking about? How to build armor against market manipulation. Number 1, emotional regulation. Journal your emotions. And let me ask something. Do you guys have any templates on how to journal your emotions? Can you let me know in the comment? Let me know. Do you guys have any journal to journal your emotions? If you don't, that is, I think we can release something like that for the community on the website. Do they have? They don't. Okay. So guys, next week, God willing, I will create a journal for you guys. It will be like a PDF. And then it will show you how to journal your emotions. Okay? Emotional journal. I'll put it on the website. When you go to the TP system, you guys will see. When it's there, I will announce it. So before any session, you breathe, you ground yourself. Never enter a trade you wouldn't take if no one was watching. That is it. Number 2, how are you going to armor yourself against market manipulation? Number 1, emotional regulation, which is equal to protection. Number 2, trade from framework, not feelings. If your setup is based on what you feel, whether perceived reality or sensual reality, if your setup is based on what you feel, you're already being baited. Anytime that the market feels too good to be true, it's too good to be true. Let's say you see some clean break. It's too good to be true. But you know, as I'm telling you, this market, I was telling somebody that as for the manipulation, you will fail from time to time again. But you still need to put on the armor. There are days the price looks too good to be true. The movements. And you don't enter and it goes there. There are days it's too good to be true. You enter and it doesn't go there. But you have to choose a range of consistency. Remember, as I said, it's whether you like it or not, you will lose some, you will win some. So number 2 is trade from frameworks, not feelings. Your entry becomes the permission-based, not feeling-based. So your trade must meet X, Y, Z. You know what that means? It's called hypothesis. Hypothesis. What is hypothesis? Hypothesis. If X, Y, Z, if X, Y, Z, 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 Z. I used to say Z, and they told me Z. It was my uncle when he came out from the United States. He said Z, Z. I said Z. I said yeah, Z. I said oh. It was the same way one time we were on the call, and this is to all the UK people. So I came on a call and I said Milo. They said, what do you mean? I said Milo. They said, oh, Milo. How many of you guys believe that? Is this, I'm digressing a little bit, but help me. Is this Milo or is it Milo? Guys, you see, this is my reality. This is how I grew up. Milo. For them, they said it's Milo. I don't know. So hypothesis. Okay. If XYZ happens, it's Milo. That person is from UK. Ask. Let me check. Is it from the UK? Definitely from the UK. We will say Milo. Okay. XYZ happens. I will do XYZ. This is how you should trade. If XYZ happens, what is XYZ? If I see all my confluences, I will do XYZ. It's hypothesis. If XYZ happens, I will do XYZ. Are you guys with me? Okay. So number 1, emotional regulation. Number 2, trade from framework, not feelings. Number 3, zoom out often. Rewire the narrative. So now you understand why doing a daily analysis and 4-hour analysis is not about whether you want to trade on a higher time frame. It's because you want to see the bigger picture. Anytime that you get caught up too much in a smaller time frame, you are easily manipulated. So number 3, zoom out more often. Zoom out more often. Even if you have already marked up and done your top-down analysis, still zoom out more often. That is number 3. The number 4 is detach from speed culture. You are not behind. Let's declare. I am not behind. I am not behind. Next time when I put these declarations that you will follow me through, I am not behind. The microwave generation is killing a lot of things. Sharp, sharp. Now. Cliff, when can I become a trader? Next 5 years. Oh, okay. Oh, well, thank you. So sometimes when people come onto the call with me, and they ask me, Cliff, do you think, how long do you think I can become a trader? And I give them all the reasons why they should take their time. Maybe 2-3 years. 2 years maybe to become a very equipped trader. You know what they do? Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate you, Mr. Cliff. As soon as they finish, they go and pass back there and go and look for the right person that will tell them you can become a trader in 2 weeks. So I want you to know that you're not behind. You are not behind. You are not in a race. Life is not a race. The pressure to catch up is a first bait. Let it go. So stop trying to flip accounts. Build a long game plan. So number 1, emotional regulation. Number 2, trade from frameworks. Number 3, zoom out more often. Number 4, detach from speed culture. Detach from microwave generational thinking. Okay? Number 5, master self-observation. So that is why we are bringing this journal. I will do my best to make sure I deploy it by the end of this week. And we will announce it to the community so that you guys can go get it. Master self-observation. Tell yourself the truth. A true mark of a pro isn't his win rate. It's somebody who is able to say, you know what? I made a mistake. I think I made a mistake. If you're able to tell yourself the truth, you will get there fast. And then number 6, think like a trap setter. The number 6 is the most important thing for me. If you were trying to get me to buy your products, what would you do? You would tell me all the good things about your product. You would tell me the things that feed my desires about the product, isn't it? So think like the trap setter. If you're always thinking like a victim, you will always be one. Start thinking like the one who sets the trap. Always think like that. Don't be paranoid. I'm not saying be paranoid. Paranoia is not good. Don't be paranoid, but think like a trap setter. So before you take any trade, ask yourself, if I were the bank, if I were the big boys, where would I need traders to buy and sell? And that is one of the reasons why strategies like ICT and smart money concepts, the new age smart money concept now, I sort of really respect the concept behind it. Because they have been able to communicate a perspective. And that is how, so one of the beautiful things about those strategies, and hey, please, I am not marketing anybody's strategy, so don't quote me on this. But let's give flowers where flowers is due to receive, okay? One of the things that these strategies does best is that it shapes a perception. It makes you think like the smart people, what they would do. So if you don't think like that, but you only memorize areas, other blocks, and other, you are not a smart money trader. A smart money trader, all the words must be in your life. Smart money trader. One day we'll talk about that. So a smart, the way you think. Money, reality. If you don't have capital, sit down. Trader, a performer. Somebody who understands I need to perform. Smart money trader. Somebody who thinks smart. You know that the term smart money came from a gambling society back in the days. So there were people that they were always winning, and people didn't understand why. So that was what brought about the whole entire smart money trading, because people who always win, That is the perception. So think like that. Think like a smart money trader. Think, if I was the trap setter, what would I do? I want to end this masterclass today with something, and please write this down. You can't stop the market from manipulating. You can't. It's the way the market moves. But you can stop it from manipulating you. You can't stop the market from manipulating. The market is always going to manipulate. That is why I said put on armor. So coming on this call is not a deliverance from the market manipulate. It will always try to manipulate you, and it will always manipulate. But you can stop it from manipulating you. So that means now everything you believe about reality, over trading, revenge trading. There is somebody who told me that his mentor told him that stop loss is a scam. Really? Stopping a loss so that you are experiencing the loss, you will not stop it? Or what do you mean? And he said, oh, the mentor is saying putting the stop loss there is a scam. I said, I get his concept. I get his attempt. He's trying to basically say they will pick the stops, and they will. But if you're not careful and you keep on removing the stop losses, the market will also sometimes go against you, so far that you enter into loss aversion. So these little things are the things that people need to understand, that there are things you have believed. There is nothing wrong with that, but it's shaping a different reality that is affecting you. So the most important thing I want you to get from this masterclass today is simple. I want you to understand something, guys, that the psychology of market manipulation is quite very simple. You came into the market with a certain mindset, and that mindset has created a certain emotion within you. The market has data, it has information, wide information. So what the market has done is that it has structured movement around these emotions. FOMO, over trading, you thinking that the market is coming to do XYZ, confirmation reprogram, expectation reprogramming, all of that. It has programmed all these, and it has turned into what you call a market structure. So you need to be able to understand that the market moves based on emotions. So you cannot take emotions away from the market. Somebody needs to win and somebody is losing. The market moves by fear and greed. It's as simple as that. So as far as emotions are concerned, it will always be within the market. But what you can do is to become emotionally intelligent and think like the trap setter. It is very important you understand this. And so your mentors, me, myself, I am a human being. They are human beings. Everybody is trying to survive. But one thing you need to understand is, even if you come onto this masterclass, all the things that I share with you, yes, I'm giving you information, but don't only base on this. Go do your research. Cliff is talking about loss aversion. Is it true? Oh, yeah, okay. Loss aversion is a tendency. Oh, Cliff was right. Ah, man, Cliff made a mistake. Email me. Go to the website. Email me. Cliff, you spoke about loss aversion, but you should have added this. Oh, okay, Chief. Thank you. But don't think that you are going to grow without your participation of research as well. That is what is going to make you become a smart trader. People ask me, Cliff, all these things you are teaching us about the hierarchy of the market, what should we use it for? Don't worry, the time will get there. Cliff, how do I choose the right broker? The time will get there. It helps. So, Cliff, why are you telling us that we should go and learn about brokerages? So that you will know the one to choose. It's common sense. Cliff, is it important that we know the meaning of economy? Yes, so that you can be able to understand why a currency is appreciating and depreciating. It's not all about other blocks. It's not enough to give you conviction. So, let me end this. When I started in the beginning, if you were here with me, I told you something. And I said, when we were kids, or when you have a kid, the kid is playing with what we call a toy car. This toy car may change from a toy car to a toy trading, to a toy business, to a toy relationships, and so on and so forth. The only difference between those who are still holding toy trading, toy business, toy relationship is people who move away from level 1 and level 2 reality to level 3 and level 4, objective and spiritual. If you are only living in level 1 And level 2, you're going to be easily manipulated because the world runs and moves through manipulation. And so while you're going out there, if you see a testimony of somebody who is saying he was able to flip $100 to 1 million, instead of you only just saying, my God, I hope this was me, pray for the person. Because the same way you move from 100 to 1 million with that speed is the same way you will come from 1 million to 100 with that speed. It's a law. That law says if you force anything that is good to manifest prematurely, life will design a series of events to take it from you. It's a law. So you need to be able to understand that manipulation only happens to the person that is priding in ignorance. So thank you so much, guys, for coming on to this masterclass. I'm super happy and grateful for you guys all to be here. Next week, God willing, I'm teaching something that I was supposed to teach this week. But this message was very important for somebody to survive this coming week, so I did that. So with that all being said, thank you so much. If you learned something, drop some ones in the chat. If this message was important to you, share it to somebody, right? Share it to somebody so that they can be able to also get blessed. I will see you guys, God willing, next week. And also the details for the people we are going to select for the representatives in different cities and countries is coming up. So stay tuned. And I can't wait to meet the leaders we are going to appoint for TP family in these nations. God bless you all. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Trading is a mind game. We out.
Trading is a mind game.